We are live. It is live. It is live. It is live. We are as live as it gets for Night of Champions 2023, a live stream watch along. Yes, the first of two live stream watch-alongs this weekend. Of course, today we've got Night of Champions in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Championships on the line, and to be determined, a new champion, a new world champion, if you call it world championship, of course, to be determined. Then tomorrow we've got AEW Double or Nothing as well. So back-to-back days. We've got back-to-back days of watch-alongs and post-shows. It's going to be a big weekend. So thank you very much for joining me and tuning in. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. As always, how are we all feeling? Saturday evening, morning, depending where you are. It must be said about these Saudi shows, they're at a normal time for people like myself here in the UK. So that is quite pleasant about it. We're about 13 minutes away from Night of Champions going on the air live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. As I mentioned, it's going to be taking place in the Jeddah Superdome. And in the next few minutes, we'll go through our predictions for the show. Quick reminder to everyone, as I mentioned, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner as well. But you can also join the WN365 roster. All you got to do is click the join button, and then you get access to, obviously, badges, emojis, members, priority chats. Plus, we dropped our first members video today, a match rewatch of a Night of Champions, or excuse me, Vengeance Night of Champions 2007, the main event. It was a WWE Championship challenge, they called it. John Cena, it was one of the most random main events ever. John Cena versus King Booker versus Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton versus Mick Foley. And it was a lot of fun and some really exciting stuff planned for the WN365 roster, including what we're going to be doing is essentially doing an entire rewatch of the Monday Night Wars. I mean, and I say chronologically, every episode of Raw and Nitro we're watching, and we're going to determine did history get some things right or wrong when it comes to the Monday Night Wars. In addition to that, we're going to be watching some maybe stuff, real early stuff from like the 1970s, 80s, some of those hidden gems on the WWE Network as well. So really excited for that. But again, we are here to watch Night of Champions. Or, again, some people might be Morning of Champions, Afternoon of Champions, however you want to look at it. And some interesting matches for the show. We'll go through the matches. I don't know the match order. I know the match order is floating around somewhere on social media at the moment, as it always does, about 12 minutes before any event goes on the air. So I don't have a match order for you or anything like that. I'm just going to give you my quick preview, predictions, that kind of stuff, and then we'll obviously watch it and enjoy the show together. Let's start off talking about the World Heavyweight Championship match, of course. Tonight is the tournament finals to crown the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. You've got Seth Freakin Rollins versus AJ Styles. And in terms of a prediction for this one, now the rumor is, and again, I don't know if this is accurate, but the rumor is that this is going to be a match that goes on first. Now, the reason they're suggesting it could go on first is because Seth Rollins still has filming commitments for Captain America New World Order. Of course, he is entering the MCU. Rumors that he's going to be part of the Serpent Society, which is very interesting and exciting. But I would think Seth Rollins wins this one, particularly because I think he deserves to win this one. I mean, look, either AJ Styles or Seth Rollins being the World Heavyweight Champions, fine by me in terms of the work rate, but the brand stuff going on in WWE right now is frankly bizarre. Absolutely bizarre what's going on when it comes to Raw and SmackDown. The draft, you've got, and we'll get into some of these matches as we go through, but you've got Raw stars who are still the SmackDown Women's Champion, defending them against other Raw stars. You've got SmackDown stars who are the Raw Women's Champion. They're defending that against other SmackDown stars. You've got a World Heavyweight Championship, which was created because Raw doesn't have a World Championship, and Roman Reigns is now exclusive to SmackDown. And yet, in this tournament final, you've got people from Raw and SmackDown. And it hasn't even been explained that if AJ Styles wins, he's going to become exclusive to Raw. It's bizarre. It's nonsensical. It's illogical, which makes me think this is more Vince McMahon-ish. Makes me think it's Vince McMahon-ish. So, nevertheless, I think Seth Rollins wins because he should win. I think AJ Styles is going to be a future opponent for Roman Reigns. The Bloodline versus the OC. That makes sense. But going into that feud, shouldn't AJ Styles be going into that feud a winner? again, a lot of it doesn't make a lot of sense. Nevertheless, I think Seth Rollins wins this one. And again, it's been rumored that this could be opening the show. What That Now says Seth has to win this one. I would agree. I think he does. And Harry says you can't have another world champion on SmackDown. You would think not, but you never know, certainly. Let's get into the Women's Championship matches on the show. You've got the Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Bianca Belair has been champion for over... Well, she's closed. Is it over? It's over a year now, isn't it? Of course, WrestleMania was a year, and she'll be closing in on 400 days relatively soon. I think she might have even hit 400 days, has she? I forget. The point being is, I don't see her dropping the championship. But again, they've got to do something. they have to do something with these championships because, again, there's the Raw Women's Championship, but they're on SmackDown. So unless they rechristen it, I mean, I have seen speculation that maybe Bianca Belair could be going away, taking a break, but she's got a reality show that's just coming out soon as well. So again, I'm not sure about that. My prediction is Bianca still wins, but yeah, again, a lot of this, as I mentioned, is quite strange. Dan Mazing, one of our members, says lots of people speculating Bianca loses and takes a break. Again, could happen. You never know. But I'm going to suggest that Bianca wins. But in terms of the women's division, frankly, on both Raw and SmackDown at the moment, it's struggling. That's the one thing really under the Triple H regime that I do think has gone backwards is the booking of the women's divisions. They've just not been good. They've just not been good. What's That Now says quite possibly Bianca drops it, as what other titles would change hands. Well, you would think that. Sometimes the issue is with these shows, it's not out of the realm of possibility that no titles change hands because they'll view it as, well, the reason it's called Night of Champions in reality is just because of this World Heavyweight title decider. That's really the reason. But, maybe Bianca could drop it, but part of me thinks she'll retain. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line. Rhea Ripley defends against Natalya. Again, two superstars on Raw going after the SmackDown Women's title. Again, make it make sense. I don't know. Rhea Ripley wins this one. It's not even worth really talking about that long. She just won the championship. She's dominating. I think Rhea Ripley's going to hold this championship for a long time. And certainly Natalya's not going to win this one this evening. Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. Now, this will not be, certainly, I don't think anyway, this will not be the last time that these two face off against each other, in my opinion. I think this will be the first of many. And because of that, I'm going to go with Trish Stratus actually winning this one. I think that this feud is going to continue to go until at least SummerSlam. So I'm going Trish to win here in some kind of nefarious means or what have you. And that leads to a rematch. I mean, whether or not we'll get a rematch at Money in the Bank in London next month, I'm not too sure if Trish will make the travel for that one. But certainly for SummerSlam, I think in Detroit at Ford Field, I think we are going to get a rematch then. So I'm going to go Trish Stratus to win this one. Intercontinental Championship, again, this is going to be Gunther retaining. Gunther has beaten everyone. He's undefeated in singles competition since going to the main roster. No disrespect to Mustafa Ali, but he's not going to drop the Intercontinental Championship to Mustafa Ali whatsoever. Sometimes these kind of clashes can make for good matches, dominating force versus underdog, and I'm sure there'll be some good spots, maybe a couple of near falls. It could be a good match, but Gunther's winning this one. He is winning this match. Then you've got Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes with a broken arm Cody in this match. To me, this whole broken arm thing, I think anyway, is just to give Cody Rhodes a reason to lose. This is protection of the highest order for Cody. So in the same way that Brock Lesnar was busted wide open at Backlash and Cody Rhodes rolled up essentially Brock Lesnar when he locked in the Kimura lock, that was to protect Brock. They're doing the same with Cody tonight. So Brock Lesnar gets his win back. Of course, he was defeated at Backlash. Brock Lesnar wins this evening. Cody, he could even get squashed because Cody's got the broken arm and all that kind of stuff. And once again, I think it probably leads to a trilogy of matches. So we then go into Brock versus Cody 3, I think again at SummerSlam. There's been rumors that Cody Rhodes could be in the Money in the Bank ladder match next month, which with a broken arm, you would think that's not very advisable or anything like that. So I think Brock wins this one this evening. And then finally, you've got the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. You've got, of course, the Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Of course, Kevin Owens, the first time that Owens has been in Saudi Arabia since the Greatest Royal Rumble in 2018. Sami Zayn, the first time he's traveled with WWE to Saudi Arabia since their partnership began in 2018, that being WWE and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And this guy, my oh my, they're so glad to see him, the people in Saudi, and I'm so glad that that's kind of resolved itself. That situation has been resolved, because if you watch the press conference yesterday, man, he's probably going to get the biggest reception out of anyone on the show, frankly. They love Sami Zayn, and he was talking in Arabic to them. It's a moment, and I think that is going to be that times 10 this evening. So I'm really excited to see that. But is there a chance that Roman Reigns leaves with the Tag Team Championships? I mean, you never know. You never know. I would suggest no. I don't think it will happen. I think the tease is that somehow the Usos might cost accidentally Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa the titles. But you've got two guys here. They're very protected. Solo doesn't get pinned that often. Roman Reigns definitely doesn't. And if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win tonight via pinfall, they're pinning Solo. They're not pinning Roman Reigns. So, I mean, again, unless the Usos cost them the match accidentally, that might be the thing, or there's a disqualification. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens in it. But I'm going to go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to retain their titles there. So there you go. Again, some matches interesting, some quite predictable. But we got the World Championship match I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Cody versus Brock, even though I think that outcome is going to be quite, again, predictable. And the tag title ones, I'm actually very curious about that to see indeed what they do, because you never know. You never know with WWE. And again, people have to remember, this isn't Triple H WWE still. I know Triple H is the one running point on today's show, and he's there in Gorilla, and Vince McMahon isn't over in Saudi Arabia, but Vince McMahon hasn't been at a lot of the shows, and there still have been some changes, and frankly, if Vince wants to change something, he'll change it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that does play out. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. Harry says, I've realized, let me see if I can actually get that up on the screen so I can read it. I've realized not many of these matches have been built up on Raw and SmackDown. Not really that much story going on. In my opinion, it must be said that I do think WWE has cooled off quite a bit since WrestleMania. And obviously that's natural. That always happens. But at the same time, there does feel like, you know, in retrospect of the decision, you know, for Cody Rhodes, shouldn't he have won the championship, it does feel like a lot of people were ready for a change, and they were ready for something maybe a bit different, and they were ready for a different story coming out of WrestleMania, particularly when it came to the World Championships and all this kind of stuff. And it does feel like, I don't know, it just feels a bit, again, a bit flat. WWE, in my opinion, recently does feel just a bit flat, and I think the hope is certainly heading into the summer, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, things might pick up a bit. That's not to say the premium live events haven't been good, because I really enjoyed Backlash. Backlash was a great show because it was a great crowd. Obviously, the Bad Bunny match was spectacular, but it does feel, again, a bit flat at the moment, WWE. And this show's got matches that I'll probably come out of this show saying the show itself was good, the matches are good, but in terms of that sort of that compelling story, it does feel a little bit just, you know, repetitive, or we want something a bit different. Or I do, certainly. I can't speak for everyone. Just Kevin says, hi, Owen. Hello. Thank you for joining us as well. Harry says, Roman is becoming very Hulk Hogan-ish. And what's that now? 100 says, off topic, Owen, but do you listen much to the Jim Cornette podcast? Very rarely. I mean, full podcast, because I just don't have time to listen to a lot of podcasts, really. And my time is quite consumed with all things United View, and then this, and anything out, and then the out. Normal life. So I don't get a chance to listen to many podcasts. Occasionally, like anyone else, I'll see clips and things on social media, but that's about it. So I don't really listen to many podcasts. I wish I had more time to. Maybe in the future, certainly. But we are just about to be going live, hopefully, for Night of Champions. On the kickoff show, they're still doing predictions. I would think then, it looks like this Undisputed Tag Team Championship match is going to be main eventing Night of Champions, I would think. As always, you know, these watch-alongs are fueled by Monster. Not a sponsor, it's just, this gets me through these. These. Let's go. Let's go. I said, as I mentioned, the watch-alongs would be back. This is the third one back since they've come back. We did, obviously, WrestleMania, nights 1 and 2. We did Backlash, and now we've got Night of Champions. So this should be a lot of fun, certainly. As the cold open is playing, then, now, forever, together. Dan Mazing, one of our members, says, who is your favorite WWE wrestler at the moment? Easily LA Knight for me. Gets me on the edge of my seat every time he's on the mic. I'm a big fan of LA Knight. I've been a fan of his for a long, long time. I've never understood why he just didn't get the chance in WWE under Vince McMahon, because he's everything he looked for. I mean, I remember the first time I really saw him was I saw his stuff in Impact as Eli Drake, and I thought he was brilliant. Then I remember the time it really, really clicked for me was when he was in the NWA, and that was when NWA Power was actually like watchable. When just before the pandemic and their studio wrestling shows, and he had these podium interviews, and they were just brilliant. I mean, he was just absolutely sensational. And now it almost feels strange of LA Knight. I mean, it's like, and I hate to be that conspiracy guy, but it just feels like with LA Knight, isn't it, that there are forces against him within the company that don't want him to be as popular as he is. And that just makes him even more popular, because there are very few people on that mic that can touch him. LA Knight is so good, yeah, that when he was involved in all of the Bray Wyatt stuff, and people can call it hokey and all that kind of stuff, it's not for everyone. But I thought LA Knight was making that story. I thought LA Knight was really the real entertaining piece of all of that. Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, and the different masks and all that, they were interesting if that's your kind of thing, which for me, I don't mind it. I'm not opposed to it at all. But I thought LA Knight was the real person that shined the brightest in that feud with Bray Wyatt. I thought he was absolutely sensational in it. And it didn't matter that he lost the Pitch Black match at the Royal Rumble, because he came out of that just looking the better person. And again, there's been rumors he could have a match this evening. There's rumors he could win Money in the Bank this year, which would be fantastic, certainly, wouldn't it? But we'll have to wait and see if indeed that does happen with LA Knight. Or should I say LA Knight? Yeah! As we're just seeing the cold open for this show, it must be said as well, obviously, Brock Lesnar's back to being a heel. But at this point in Brock's WWE run, and you hear it every time he makes his entrance still, I don't want to boo Brock Lesnar. I really enjoyed babyface Brock. I enjoyed babyface Brock coming out in a cowboy hat, coming out in, a sweater, all that kind of stuff. I think that's fun. I don't have very much of an interest in booing Brock at this point. What's that now says, now that Vince is back, LA Knight has been put on back on the shelf, sadly. I agree with you. I feel like, as I mentioned with LA Knight, I feel like there are forces against him in WWE at the moment. And I could be massively wrong, and I hope he wins Money in the Bank or whatever, but there's just something that, again, I feel like is off. But here we go. Night of Champions is just about to begin. Look at that. Must be said, with these Saudi shows, they always have incredible staging. Pyro galore, which I'm a big fan of. I love me some pyro. This song, by the way, for this show. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button as well. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already too. We'll do a quick subscriber check. You know us. We have our goals every single time we do these watch-alongs. We're currently at 11,264. If we can get to 11,300 this evening, that would be amazing. Might not be possible. Maybe it's in time for the weekend. Oh, and we're kicking off with the World Championship. Yes, the rumors indeed were true. The World Heavyweight title. Now, the question is this a secondary title? Even AJ Styles said in an interview, even he said, it does feel kind of secondary. How can't it? We'll put a poll in the chat. Who leaves as World Heavyweight Champion? AJ Styles or Seth Freakin Rollins. Here we go. Here comes AJ Styles. So they're WWE are trying to build this. Look at the pyro for AJ. They're trying to build this as the first of 3 main events. There's 3 main events this evening. I guess 1 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the end. AJ Styles, SmackDown's AJ Styles, competing for the Raw World Heavyweight Championship. AJ Styles, of course, recently just returned from a broken ankle. He was away for 4.5 months, the longest time away that he's ever had in his career from in-ring competition. There are several Easter eggs on the World Heavyweight Championship bouts. 60 diamonds, reflecting 60 years of WWE. There's the McMahon family crest on there as well. There's the crown, in reference to Bruno Sammartino. There's an eagle, as several WWE Championship designs throughout the years featured several eagle, the winged eagle, the big eagle. This, of course, pays homage to Big Gold as well, with a giant WWE logo in the middle, because there has to be, because it's merchandise. And look at the pyro on the ring post as well. Neo says we're starting off with the World Heavyweight Tournament Finals as the opening match. Indeed we are. And we're getting a promo package here. Yeah, the rumor was, or one of the reports were certainly, that AJ versus Seth Rollins was going on first because of filming commitments. I don't know how accurate that is. Obviously, Seth Rollins is currently filming Captain America New World Order, also known as Captain America 4, where he's playing a member of the Serpent Society. And maybe it's a case of Rollins might be back on set tomorrow. And if he's back on set tomorrow, he might need to fly back tomorrow, hence leaving early. I don't know how accurate or true that is. I mean, what happens if he gets injured? He ain't going to be on set tomorrow, is he? Is he going to delay a Marvel movie? I don't know. But I'm going to go with Rollins to win this one. As I mentioned, poll is in the chat. You can get your predictions in as to who you think is going to win. So far, we've got 83% of you saying that Rollins is going to win. I would probably tend to agree. AJ Styles, of course, only had a couple matches since returning. His first match back since returning was defeating 2 Hall of Famers in Edge and Rey Mysterio. Here comes Rollins. Oh my God. What is he wearing? Look at him. And man, that stage looks great, doesn't it? I mean, I would still listen to Seth Rollins, if you're not watching this, has a giant sort of leopard skin jacket on currently. It's absolutely terrific. Look at him. Oh man, he is something else, isn't he? Absolutely something else is AJ Styles. I mean, I still miss the custom sets and all that kind of stuff, but that stage is pretty awesome. And because they get paid just an absurd amount by the Saudi PIF to put on these shows, they're always just, you know, the staging and the payoffs are ginormous. I mean, look at it. Stage is incredible. There's fire shooting up in the air. These are the most profitable events for WWE of the year. They have generated more revenue from these shows than every single WrestleMania ever combined. That's how much money they get for these Saudi shows. As the crowd sings Seth Rollins' theme song. Neo says, is Seth Rollins paying homage to Kraven the Hunter from Spider-Man in his entrance? Very possibly. There's a Kraven the Hunter film coming out this year, or is it next year? But there is a Kraven the Hunter film coming out. As lots of Spider-Man stuff going on at the moment, isn't there? There's Into the Spider-Verse 2. I think Spider-Man 2, the video game, comes out fairly soon, doesn't it? So the World Heavyweight Championship is being held high. The WWE Universe in Jeddah serenades Rollins with his battle cry. And the bell rings. Look at the lasers. The lasers going off as well. Man, look at those lights. This is the thing with WWE is what you can't argue is a big production, a big show. They know how to do it, don't they? No doubt about it. They know how to do a big show with big production, grandeur, you name it. Man, look at what Seth Rollins is wearing. It must be said as well, and this was something that I was thinking before I went live, is that, I mean, it is essentially June, and obviously I know this is inside, it's inside the Jeddah Superdome, so I'm sure they'll have some kind of, air conditioning and all that kind of stuff, but I bet it's hot. Like, there's no doubt it's got to be absolutely boiling in there. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. This, of course, is the tournament finals to determine the inaugural, or I guess resumed, WWE World Heavyweight Champion. First time in 4 years that AJ Styles has had a one-on-one match for a World Championship. Back in 2019, he battled for the Universal Championship against Seth Rollins. Chants of AJ Styles are ringing out the Jeddah Superdome here. But here we go, collar and elbow type. Oh, it's a duck under by Rollins, who wants the crowd to sing his song once more. Beautiful venue in Jeddah. They've run quite a few shows in the Jeddah Superdome. Must be said, Styles looks to be in great shape. Looking for a Greco-Roman test of strength kind of style to start this off. And another duck under by Rollins, who wants the crowd to sing his song once again. Of course, we're technically two baby faces here. Oh, beautiful dropkick by Styles. And Styles' clothesline sends Rollins over the top rope right to the outside, and Styles is all fired up. Goes for a plancher over the top, lands on the apron, and Rollins has a smirk on his face. Look at Rollins, he's got his fingernails painted gold. A sign, a hint that maybe he's going to be the next World Heavyweight Champion here at Night of Champions 2023. Michael Cole referring to Seth Rollins doing movies the last couple of weeks. I don't know if actually Marvel have actually confirmed that Rollins is in this film, and they don't really tend to confirm a lot of cast news. Leapfrog by Styles, duck under. And once again, both men facing off, and oh, a bit of the spooky fingers by Seth Rollins. Shades of Big Scott Hall. Sling blade by Rollins. And now AJ Styles going to take a powder to the outside. Rollins over the top rope. He's on the apron. Oh, went for the knee. I think he maybe just got a glancing blow, maybe. Yes, there you go. Corey Graves just grazing the phenomenal one. Rollins throws AJ Styles back into the ring. Rollins. Oh. AJ. Oh. Kick to the back of the head by Rollins there. Cover. And a kick out by AJ Styles. Kick out 1. As Michael Cole resets. And crowd chanting for AJ Styles. Billy says this match should be the main event. Shoulders to the gut. Snapmare by Styles. Hits the rope. And a knee right to the side of Rollins' head. Oh, and a kick by Styles. And Styles reverse chinlock on Rollins right now. We got a drone shot flying around the Jeddah Superdome as well. Some of WWE's drone work recently has been actually quite excellent, it must be said. I thought the drone shots in Puerto Rico were absolutely spectacular. Styles floats over. Rollins, oh, he went back right down to a knee. And a couple of chops now by AJ Styles. Irish whip. Oh, Rollins. Oh, bang. Sends Styles right into the middle turnbuckle. Got to be careful of those turnbuckles, AJ. Just ask Brock. Oh, and once again, sent right into the middle turnbuckle on the opposite side of the ring by Seth Rollins. It's actually the back of Styles' head hit the canvas there. Rollins put Styles on the top rope. Oh, big chop and AJ fell off. Wow. That was quite rough. Rollins going to look to take Styles up for a superplex, it looks like. It's interesting. I think the crowd's probably more in favor of AJ Styles in Jeddah. Oh, Styles manages to slip out. Oh, and Rollins hits his head on the top rope. Off that top turnbuckle. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. See if we can get to 30 likes. Only 4 likes away. And be sure to subscribe to bottom right hand corner. Starlord's in the chat. Says big up Owen. Big up Starlord. An OG from UV. Oh, Styles. Look at this. It was just a vertical suplex. Kind of snap suplex, really. Not even that vertical. Just snap suplex right into the corner. Right into the turnbuckles. And a big chop. Right hand by Rollins. Another chop. Rollins continues to tee off. Oh, forearms. Oh, and a big clothesline by Styles off the ropes. Oh, and a big forearm right to the face. I think it's quite interesting to see the evolution of the crowds in Saudi Arabia. I remember the first couple of shows, the crowds almost didn't really know what to do a little bit. And it was a bit, sometimes the reactions were a bit strange or a bit flat. But now they're red hot. Oh. Styles inverted. Cover. And Rollins kicks out at 2. But Rollins is on the mat. Styles looks to be the one in control at the moment. Lachey says Seth Rollins winning the match. Llewellyn says classic AJ. Oh, Rollins back Styles into the corner. So going for here. Oh, big reverse elbow by Styles. He's going to go for this moonsault into reverse DDT. Beautiful. Classic AJ Styles. Cover. Rollins kicks out at 2. That is classic vintage AJ Styles, as Michael Cole would say. That beautiful springboard moonsault into a reverse DDT. He used to, back in the TNA days, do it as a springboard off the middle rope. Now he does it from the corner, but it's still just as impressive and just as innovative. He was doing that all the way back in 2002. It's absolutely just poetry in motion. It's incredible. And Styles has the early momentum so far. Rollins managed to fight Styles out of the corner. Boot to the face. And we're 3 likes away from 30, so if you haven't already. Floats over. Stacks him up. Oh, Rollins, he's just going to try and deadlift him. Deadlifts him. Buckle bomb in the corner. It just makes me cringe, that move, because it's always just dangerous. Rollins going to the top turnbuckle. He's going to go for a frog splash. I think he is. Beautiful frog splash. Lands it perfectly on Styles. 2. And Styles kicks out at 2. Because Styles, he's got some welts on his back and he's got some welts on his stomach as well. Seth Rollins halfway across the ring. Crowd's chanting, "This is awesome." But still no closer to a new World Heavyweight Champion. So it's a beautiful indoor venue in Jeddah. Rollins going to go for a neck breaker seemingly. Styles. Oh, Ushigoroshi. 2. Oh, and Rollins kicks out. And Rollins is now holding the back of his neck after that. Nice. Across his own knee. Lachey says, I used to watch AJ Styles TNA. Harry said it's mental to think AJ has been in WWE longer in WWE than he was TNA, especially considering he was a TNA guy. Indeed, yes. Styles is going to be thinking of Styles Clash. Rollins floats through. Pedigree. Styles blocks, rolls out. Chop. And a step up ends into Giri. Easy for me to say. Rollins going to go towards the corner. Styles on the opposite side of the ring, catching his breath seemingly a little bit. Styles. He's going to go to the top rope, I think. Oh, is he thinking Styles Clash from the top rope? I think he is. Oh, my goodness me. Look at Rollins. I mean, Rollins is lifting himself up. Well, Rollins, shades of Trish. Shades of Trish Stratus. Rollins putting Styles on the top rope. Oh, and just shots right to the back of the head. Back of the neck, actually. Crowd's chanting along with Rollins in these clubbing blows. Oh, he's thinking reverse suplex. Oh, he's thinking... I thought he was thinking reverse suplex from the top rope, or middle rope, certainly. And Styles is now on the top rope. What's AJ thinking? Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going for that reverse. Reverse suplex. It makes me nervous. Oh! Manages to hit it. Oh, he's going to hit it again. Oh, this time just hits it set out style. 2. Oh, and AJ kicks out. Beautiful reverse suplex from the top rope. Look at this. Oh, inverted reverse suplex. I mean, absolutely superb. The strength that requires from both. So impressive. Styles kicks out. Dan Mazing, one of our members, says, what are your thoughts on Cross? I think he's much better than people perceive him. Just poor booking decisions. Having him lose every week doesn't help. I mean, problem is carrying cross, isn't it? It's just the booking. It has not worked out for him. I mean, there's an argument to be made of everyone, really, that Triple H brought back hasn't worked. I mean, you know, carrying cross, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Johnny Gargano, you know, even Dakota Kai, like, you know, damage control. Nothing's really worked. Rollins top rope. Oh, he went for a Phoenix splash. Styles rolls out the way. Styles now going for a tornado DDT. Rollins puts him on the apron on the outside of the ring. Rollins now trying to get a superplex. Styles holding on. Both men trying to sort of lobby for position. Oh, wow. That was close. AJ Styles just nearly hit sort of an X-Plex or a brain buster on the ring apron. Just about Seth Rollins managed to land on his sort of shoulder blades. That was nasty. Oh my God. That was brutal. I think that crowd shot said it all. Of the guy going, oof. That was nasty. Styles, I think he might be thinking phenomenal forearm. Springboard. Oh! Rollins pushes Styles off the top rope. Styles goes to the outside of the ring. What's Rollins thinking? Hits the rope. Gonna go for a tope. Tope suicida. Takes out AJ Styles. Now Rollins is now holding on to his knee. He might have tweaked his knee. Let's take a look at this. Oof. Styles taken off the top rope by Rollins. Rollins. Tope. He didn't look to... Rollins is holding his knee. I think it might be a work. I don't think it's legitimate. Referee's doing the count. They're up to 9. And both men back in the ring. Rollins going for a front face hook. Alright, here we go. Calf crusher. Calf crusher's locked in. Calf crusher. They're playing up the knee injury. Now Rollins has got to try and crawl and make his way to the bottom rope. If he can, of course. Alright, Styles manages to roll through again. Calf crusher's locked in. Rollins is in pain. Rollins really selling it. Like he's in a lot of pain. Can he make it to the bottom rope? Hands up in the air. What's he going for here? He's going for a version of a sleeper, I think. It's either a sleeper or it's kind of like a bulldog choke or something like that. And the submission move is broken. And now Styles is going after the... Oh, what a lariat. Wow. By Rollins. Nearly took Styles' head off. They're doing a slow-mo to sort of suggest that Rollins may have hurt his knee. Again, I think it's part of the match. I don't know if it's legitimate. World Heavyweight Championship, of course, sitting there ringside. We'll go to the winner. If it's AJ Styles or Seth Rollins. If you haven't already, click the like button. See if we can get to 40 likes. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We are currently at 11,268. Which means we're only 32 away. Only 32 away from 11,300. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We'll be live for a post show after this as well. Oh, Rollins, big forearm. And again, another big forearm. Oh, Styles just slapped Rollins in the face. And again, it's open palm slaps. Oh, and a kick to the gut by Rollins. Now just kicks. Look at Rollins, just kicks to the head. Oof. Oh, it went for a knee lift. Now AJ's fighting back. Oh, headbutts. Hits the ropes, duck under. And another step up into Enziguri. Twice. Oh, I went for a Pele kick. Oh, Rollins. That was a terrible kick as well. Rollins missed him. Stomp. What was that? Stomp to the hand. Now he's going for a pedigree. What was that? Did Styles forget, or did he go for a stomp to the... I don't know what that was. Was AJ meant to duck out the way? That was really weird. Not a bit of botch. Now is the Pele kick. That stomp was bizarre. Styles now going for a pedigree. Ah, Styles here, pedigree. Pedigree. This might be it. Cover. 2. Oh, and Rollins kicks out. AJ, he's got some blood coming out of his forehead. I mean, unless that stomp on his hand is going to sort of play into the finish of grabbing the ropes. That was very strange. Night of Champions, the #1 trend around the world. As I mentioned, AJ Styles. A bit of a cut on his forehead. Not a big amount of blood, more of a sort of graze it looks like. He had a great pedigree though, AJ Styles. Crowd still chanting for AJ Styles. And now is he going for a phenomenal forearm again? Rollins is bringing himself back up to his feet using the ropes. And what's this? Both men are just staring each other off. Oh, and a big forearm to the face. Styles says this is enough. Phenomenal forearm. Oh, super kick right to the face by Seth Rollins to AJ Styles. Wow. Now what is Rollins going for? Now is he going to go for the... Oh, he can't go for the stomp. His knee buckled. He went for the stomp, but his knee just buckled in half. It saved AJ. And now Rollins is down once again on his knees in the middle of the ring. Now, going for calf crusher again. Well, this time Rollins. Pedigree. This time, but he landed on his knee. He landed on the bad knee. What's Rollins going to do now? Is the adrenaline enough? Goes for the stomp. This time he hits the stomp. Surely this is going to be it. Rollins crawling in. 2, 3, and Seth Rollins is the inaugural WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It's Seth Freakin Rollins. You got to sing his song. Oh. Good match to open up the show. Did it live up to expectations? I think it was a good match. I wasn't blown away by it or anything like that. But it's the right winner. It's the perfect winner. Seth freaking Rollins. And there he is, the game. Triple H, the cerebral assassin himself. Triple H is about to hand the title. Very, very long history does Triple H and Seth Rollins have. And Triple H gives the title to Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is the brand new inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. Correct outcome, right move, and Rollins is going to be leading the charge on Monday Night Raw, certainly. The Raw Star won. That was important as well. And look at Triple H putting the title around the waist. Triple H says congratulations. And we've got a world champion in WWE that isn't Roman Reigns. Feels secondary still, must be said. But Seth Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins celebrates. And hopefully this is the beginning of, again, having some brand, separation. Reigns can be on SmackDown doing his thing. Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, on that show. Build the show around the World Champion. Have pay-per-views or premium live events, whatever you want to call them. Main evented with this championship. I know it opened this show. But if Reigns isn't on it, this should be the champion. This should be the guy. But Seth Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion. If you are indeed just joining us, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bottom right hand corner if you haven't already. Remember, you can join the WN365 roster. Click the join button. The link's in pinned comment in the chat as well. Rollins gets the victory with a stomp on AJ Styles. My, oh my. And new World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins celebrating with the WWE Universe there in Jeddah. Faith Thomas says, morning, Owen, how are you doing this morning? It's 10:36 a.m. in Los Angeles. Good morning, Faith. I hope you're having a great day, a great Saturday. Thank you for joining us for this watch-along. You've just missed, or unless you were watching it the whole time, Seth Rollins is the brand new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Lachey says he picked the right guy to be the World Heavyweight Champion. SJ says, wow. Wow, indeed. And Neo X Gray says, should WWE give Karrion Kross a second chance after Night of Champions? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens after Night of Champions. Hopefully we get, as I mentioned, get some separation when it comes to the brands. But there is Seth Rollins with the World Heavyweight Championship. Don't call it about. Vince will get angry. Indeed, he's holding up that championship. So we've got our first match in the books. We've got a brand new WWE World Heavyweight Champion in Seth Rollins. See what some of you guys are saying. Harry says the title looks great on Seth. I can't lie. But what did you think of that match? And also, what would you give it a rating? If you had to give it a rating out of 5, what's your rating? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What are you rating that match? What would I rate that match? Honestly, I think maybe I expected a little bit more, honestly. I probably expected just a little bit more. I'm going to say maybe a 3.5. I think I'm going to go 3.5 for Rollins versus Styles. It was good, wasn't great. I'll go 3.5, 3.5. SJ says, I just got back from Tesco. We'll have to rewatch it. You might have seen KG there. Harry says 3.5 out of 4. Lots of people got different rates. Out of 5. Neo says 9 out of 10. It's out of 5. JG, one of our members, says 3.5 out of 5. Lachey says 10 out of 10. 9 out of 5. But I guess 5 out of 5. There's Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Backstage, he's got a broken arm. Still to come, Cody Rhodes versus the Beast, Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate. Harry says, I meant 3.5 or 4 out of 5. Ah, makes more sense. The Street Profits are ringside. Behind them, a guy in a CM Punk shirt. CM Punk WWE confirmed. I'm joking, obviously. But the Street Profits sitting ringside. Oh, coming up next, we've got Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. The Man versus the WWE Hall of Famer. There we go. See what else some of you guys are saying as the preview for this match is playing. Dan Mazing, one of our members, says Luton Coventry 1-1. Will be interesting to see who joins the Premier League next year. It's really interesting, actually, because I went to university in Coventry, so I do have a soft spot in my heart for Coventry, the Rico Arena, and the people of Cov. Faith says, did you know that Sami Zayn is Arabic? He's from Syria. Indeed, it's the first time he's been able to travel to Saudi Arabia since WWE and Saudi had their partnership in 2018. Neo says, Lynch versus Stratus better be decent. We shall see how it is. Let's do a poll. Who leaves victorious? Becky Lynch or Trish Stratus? And there you go. Poll is in the chat, guys. I must be said, that contract signing that was on Raw on Monday with Becky Lynch, she had these sunglasses on that were, well, they're not even sunglasses. They're just glasses that are like this. And it's the most ridiculous look ever. Dan Mason says, what did you do at uni? Studied psychology. Psychology, Bachelor of Science, first class with honours. SJ says, I love the video of his visit to Mecca. Absolutely. Tremendous. And the reception that he got at the press conference was absolutely fantastic as well. Harry says, Trish can still go. I think this should be good. David says, repeat of 2012 for Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins is the only WWE superstar in history to compete in 3 tournament finals for inaugural championships. The NXT Championship, the Universal Championship, and the World Heavyweight Championship. If you haven't already, click the like button as well. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Do a quick subscriber check. We are 32 subscribers away from our target of 11,300. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As we're back in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It always makes me laugh again, this theme song. An eagle. Oh, the falcon. I do not know my birds. Excuse me. A falcon is on the top of the Jeddah Superdome. I mean, I don't think that's actually a real one, because if it is, that's like Godzilla territory. Well, here comes Trish Stratus. They've added in the little Kimber at the start as well. I don't care what you say. And here comes Trish. First time for Trish competing in Saudi Arabia. One of the last times they were there, it was in February of last year. It was Lita versus Becky Lynch. Of course, Becky Lynch won that time. Dan Mason says, first class. I'm in my first year, and of course everyone wants first class, but sounds like it's asking a lot. Well done anyways. I'm sure results day was well worth it. Well, it's about the course that you're in, isn't it? And making things as easy for yourself as possible. But, you know, got to make sure you find the right balance. SJ says, I can't believe Trish is still wrestling. I know. On her attire, on the back, she's got, thank you, Trish. Michael Cole says, when he retires, we'll never hear from him again. Thank God. I joke. Michael Cole's tremendous. And here comes Becky Lynch, the man. Big time Bex. The drone shot there in the Superdome. There have been some rumours or talks of possibly we could get our premium live event in Ireland. Not this year, maybe next year. Of course, you've got Becky Lynch, Finn Balor, JD McDonough. Or hometown stars, or home country stars, rather they'd be. Oh, look at Becky Lynch. Very Kill Bill. Yeah. Very Uma Thurman-ish. Either that or she's going to be a race car driver. But that's the look I got. I'm feeling Uma Thurman. And there's Becky Lynch. As the crowd cheers for Becky Lynch, Trish is on the outside of the ring. Our first time ever meeting between the two taking place here. There's the giant CGI Big Time Beck's face, which is, again, very distressing. Harry says, I was thinking Kill Bill. She doesn't miss with her attires. Fat Thought says, big up everyone. Is this the first match? It is not. The first match was Seth Freakin Rollins versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. A new World Heavyweight Champion is crowned. Or been crowned, rather. It's Trish Stratus' first singles match in 4 years. Since SummerSlam 2019. But here we go. It's Trish versus Becky. Crowd chanting for Becky Lynch. Oh, look at that. Becky Lynch. Big right hand right to the jaw of Trish. Oh, absolutely sends Trish's face right off the top rope. Fat Thor says, who won, Owen? Seth Rollins is your brand new World Heavyweight Champion if you're just joining us. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. As Becky Lynch says Trish right into the top turnbuckle once again. Look at Becky Lynch, all fired up. Becky hits the ropes. Went for a baseball slide, missed. Oh, wow. Trish just threw Becky Lynch right into the ring steps. That was nasty. My goodness me. Let's have a look at this. Wow. Oh. Lynch kind of got a bit ahead of herself there. She really took that face first. SJ says, Owen, I was at Old Trafford for the Chelsea match and tomorrow we'll be there to watch our last match tomorrow. I can't believe you don't go to matches, mate. I do when I can, unfortunately, because obviously with the UV commitments, I'm needed. I'm needed at UV HQ or remotely to do the call-in show. I was a season ticket holder for many seasons. I was a season ticket holder when in Van Hal's second season. I was a season ticket holder when... after the World Cup in 2006 when Ronaldo came back and we won the league that year. And look at Trish here. She's going for a choke. Ashley says Becky Lynch winning. Kervin says that tomorrow NXT AEW war continues. According to Shawn Michaels, it's just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. Dan Mason says, how much are season tickets at Man United? I imagine very steep. Depends. Obviously can be expensive. Not the most expensive in the league, though. Cover. And Becky Lynch kicks out. Fat Thor says, I can't believe I missed a big match. Rollins deserves it, though. Now let's hope for an angle between him and Gunther. And Becky Lynch, big slap to the face in that replay. Becky Lynch trying to get back into this one. And Trish just teeing off the back of Becky Lynch. Kevin says the biggest match for SummerSlam is Becky versus Rhea Ripley. Possibly. I think it's going to be Trish versus Becky again, though, at SummerSlam. In Detroit's Ford Field. Trish pointing to the back, saying, thank you, Trish. And a version of a camel clutch by Trish Stratus here. Shades of the Iron Sheik. WWE Hall of Famer, the Iron Sheik, it must be said. Oh, and look at this as well. Trish, absolutely vicious. Ripping the mouth of Becky. Oh, and pulls Becky Lynch up by her hair. Now Trish is trying to give the referee some hair. To Becky's hair. Not her own. That would be quite strange. Now Becky, kick to the face. What's the poll saying? Poll in the chat. 62% of you say you think Becky Lynch is going to win. I'll go with Trish. My prediction was Trish. Oh, and a Fez press by Trish. And Strash now just teeing off on the face. Oh, neck breaker. Kind of missed it. She pulled the hair. Cover. Trish looks great, though. That was noticeable during the match at WrestleMania. That 6-person tag team match where you had Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita versus Damage Control. As you felt like Becky and Trish could still go. Lita probably couldn't. But Trish is really keeping up the pace here. And a chop by Trish to Becky. Look at Trish. She's loving it. She's fully heel settings at the moment. And again, another chop. Oh, chop block this time. Oh, Becky, big right hand. And another one. Oh, they're both just teeing off. At least we're not getting 10 million different camera angles. Becky, kind of a clothesline-ish to Trish there. Forearm in the corner by Becky to Trish. On a kick right to the chest. Bexploder. Bexploder suplex. Oh. Becky going to the top rope. Oh, a leg drop. Oh, a guillotine style leg drop over the middle rope. It was a bit dodgy. What was that? What was that? What? She didn't really kick out. She got back up. And Becky sort of got off the pin. What was that? Less of a kick out, more of a Becky Lynch just going to stand up and go to the outside. Baseball slide by Becky this time. Oof. Becky sends Trish down from the ring apron. Calls herself a man of the people. Oh, look at this from Trish. Oh, brilliant. Oh, excellent. Trish Stratus. Innovative head scissors. Look at Trish celebrating. She knows it was good. Spinebuster by Trish. Cover. And Becky kicks out at 2. Crowd chanting, "Let's go, Becky." And Stratus now just teeing off with punches to the face of Trish. Becky placed on the top rope by Trish. She's maybe going to go for that head scissors. What's she going for here? She's going for maybe a superplex. Becky manages to fight off. Oh. Gets it. Oh, gets it in the end. Again, that was a bit nasty. They had a couple of botches in this one. And Becky kicks out too. She did the sort of head scissors in the corner. And Becky tried to nearly catch her. It didn't really work out well. Crowd are now chanting, "Thank you, Trish." Here we go, Stratisfaction. Doesn't work out. Becky, oh, reverse elbow. Lynch is going to go for, I think, a tornado reverse. Oh, no. Diamond dust, I guess, from the corner. That was a bit strange. Now, Becky, leg drop from the top rope. Cover. Oh, and Trish kicks out. Yeah, it was a bit flat. Certainly, both of them are talking to each other there. Trish is selling. Becky's trying to fire up a little bit. Crowd are now chanting for Becky once again. What's going for here? Oh, roll through. Trish, now what's she going for? Maybe a sharpshooter? Sharpshooter, is this going to be it? Oof. Becky manages to kick her off into the corner. Oh, and a forearm. Fat Thor says, anyway, 2 a.m. here, off to bed. Thanks, Owen. As always, your dedication is much appreciated. Thank you very much for tuning in at 2 a.m. in the morning. Big up, Fat Thor. Oh, what is this? Boston Crab, sort of countered by Becky Lynch. And here we go. It's gone into a Boston Crab in the middle of the ring. Boston Crab in the center. Isn't really sunk in, it must be said. Oh, a Y2J chant from the crowd. It is a Walls of Jericho, a Boston Crab. And now Trish gets to the bottom rope. And Trish goes to the outside of the ring. Ben says, love the setup, Owen. Glad to see there is more reporting and better content in YouTube. I have Stratus winning. Thank you very much, Ben. Much appreciated. And thank you for tuning in. Indeed, I agree. I've got Stratus winning. In terms of the rest of the WN365 community here, the poll's in the chat. And 62% of you say Becky's going to win. We're in the minority, Ben and I, saying that Trish is going to win. Oh, Trish wants a count out. 7, 8, 9. And Becky gets back in the ring. Just about. Oh! Chick kick right to the face. That might be it. 2. Oh. Again. Referee pulled his hand. Referee pulled his hand there because Becky didn't get her shoulder up quick enough. Look at this. Yeah, he pulled it. He pulled it. That was a bad count. That was a bad count. He went 1, 2, and then just pulled it. And she didn't kind of kick out in time. As I mentioned, there's been a couple of those sort of moments in this match which you go, oh. Trish is talking smack to Becky here. Slap. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, disarmer. It's rolled through into the disarmer. Disarmer's locked in. Is Trish going to tap? Oh, he's pulling hair. She's pulling her hair. Trish is pulling Becky's hair. Oof. And look at both of them now. Both of them pulling on each other's hair. Things getting ugly. Oh, went for another chick kick. Roll up. 2. Oh, Trish rolls through. Oh, referee's on the floor. Manhandle slam. Oh, my God. What was that? Oh, and Trish gets her foot on the bottom rope. Becky saying what? The foot was on the rope. What's Becky looking for here? Trish tried to go under the ring. What was that? Who is that? That's Zoe Starks. Zoe Starks. What's Zoe Starks doing on the outside of the ring? Oh! C360. Bang! Trish has got a protege. Stratisfaction. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Trish wins. It's time to rock and roll. Zoe Starks. Looks like Trish has got a protege. Now maybe that leads to Trish and Zoe Starks versus Becky and Lita. And there she is. Look. Oh my God! Look at. I think Zoe Starks might have broken Becky's nose as well. Becky Lynch. Oh my goodness me! She's kind of gushing blood from her nose there. She hit a finisher on her. Look at this. Z360. And yeah, she absolutely cracked Becky in the nose. It's clear. Unless her face hit the ground, and maybe that was what got it. Look at the guy in the crowd take his hat off. But there we go. Trish and Zoe Stark. Oh my goodness me. Look at Becky's face. Becky might have a broken nose. That looks nasty. Very, very nasty. Referee's got the gloves on. Again, I'm not sure if it was the Z360 or the bump on the mat. It might have been a bit of both. But Trish wins, which was the prediction. As always, guys, let me know your... how would you rate that match out of 5? The rating out of 5? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? I'm going to give it a... 2.5, I'm going to say. Maybe that's harsh. I'm going to give it a 2.5, maybe. I think at points it was a bit clunky. At points it was a bit flat. I appreciate the finish. I like the idea of Zoe Starks being involved. I wondered, how are they going to stretch this feud out? I always thought that Trish was going to win because I think we're building towards a rematch at SummerSlam. But my thing was, how are they going to stretch it out? I think they stretch it out now by getting Lita back involved. You've got a tag team match here. And it's a way to get over a new talent in Zoe Stark. So I like that. But very, very interesting. I'm going to give it 2.5. We're going to be Intercontinental Championship match coming up next. Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. Let's see what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Harry says 2. Ben says 3. David Book says 3. JG, one of our members, says 3. Ben says, if a score, it's more of the feud and the build. I just feel this is the perfect way to build the event. Ashley says the match between Becky Lynch and Trish was okay. Starlord says big up again. Big up Starlord. OG, UVMC. As we're getting ready for this Intercontinental Championship match. Who leaves? Oh, good if I could type this. Who leaves as Intercontinental Champion? Gunther or Mustafa Ali? Poll is in the chat. If you haven't already, click the like button. We're only 3 likes away from 40. Neo said, did Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark just pull a Bella Twins twin magic on us? I don't think so, because the Bella Twins used to actually switch. And they didn't switch in this case. As we're seeing Mustafa Ali. Again, if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. What we see a quick subscriber check. We are currently at 11,271, so we're 29 away from our target of 11,300. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. As here comes Mustafa Ali. Is Ali now a babyface? Because for several weeks he was playing that annoying motivational heel. And now he's, I guess, babyface, Mustafa Ali. But I think he's going to get squashed fairly quickly this evening. I mean, it might have been one of the last Saudi shows he was on. He got kicked in the face by a Saudi Arabian gold medalist or something, didn't he? Sonny says they better not squash Ali in Saudi Arabia. Harry says Ali looks jacked. Indeed he does. Of course, Mustafa Ali won this opportunity by winning a battle royale to determine the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. The last 3 were Bronson Reed, Ricochet, and Ali. Of course, Ali eliminated both Bronson Reed and Ricochet to win the match. With Imperium at ringside. Get ready though, because Der Inaugural is on his way. With Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Imperium, one of my favorite entrances in WWE today. There he is, Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser. They got that music as well, building in the mountain, building in the background. Sorry. He demands your gratitude. For the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Who? Inaugural. Gunther. And there he is. I love this entrance. I love the music. I love everything about it. I love Gunther's matches. He is just big boss settings, isn't he? The final boss settings. Forget Cody Rhodes. Gunther. Have Gunther beat Roman Reigns, yeah? He is the guy. Make sure he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. He's got to beat the Honky Tonk Man's record. That's later on this year. This guy just produces match after match after match. Only 2 people have held the title longer than him. Obviously, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man, and the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And Gunther is going to surpass both of them in terms of this title reign. 2 likes away from 40, by the way. And when he takes his jacket off as well. And there is Gunther about to enter the ring. I'm sure he'll wipe his feet because the mat is sacred. JG, one of our members, says Ludwig is a cartoon character in a good way. Sonny says, is Ali a face now since he dropped his power positivity gimmick? I don't know. I mean, that's what I was just questioning. I'm not sure. Just a couple of weeks ago, he was a bad guy, wasn't he? Harry says, definitely think we'll see a 450 then a chop. Now the question is, how long is this match going to last? Is Gunther going to squash Mustafa? 1 like away from 40. Collar and elbow tie up. Oh, not even a side headlock takeover. Side headlock throw by Gunther. Daring Gedal. Collar and elbow tie up, backs Ali up into the corner. Goes for a chop. Oh, and Mustafa Ali does a chop of his own to Gunther, and I think it just pissed him off. Oh, kick to the hamstring, and another by Ali. Oh, caught him this time. Oh, sleeper hold. Oh, manages to roll through, does Ali. Gunther charges him in the corner. Ali flips through. Oh, drop kick. That caught him right in the jaw. Oh, and again, another one right into the jaw. Gunther scoop slam. And a stamp right to the chest. Crowd is all over Gunther in the early stages of this one. Chance of you suck to the Intercontinental Champion. Oh my God. Wow. What a chop by Gunther. Listen to this. Oh my good God. Whoa. And another one. To be fair, look at Gunther's chest. This was always interesting. When someone chops Gunther, there'll be a shot on his chest. Wow, that's 2. The same way that you count suplexes in Brock's matches, count chops in Gunther's. Ali in the corner manages to get a boot up to Gunther. Oh, and another scoop slam. This time, what's Gunther going for now? Boston Crab once again. But unlike Trish, he manages to sit down over it. Look at Gunther's chest. Oh, the pressure on the lower back of Mustafa Ali. Ali trying to crawl to the bottom rope. Gunther transitions beautifully into an STF. Shades of John Cena. Now a crossface. Oh, shot to the rib. Oh, and a knee lift to the gut. Gunther sends Ali over the top. Ali manages to hang on. Oh, shoulder to the gut. Springboard. Oh! Big boot by a big Austrian man. Oh, wow! Oh my God. Gunther just threw Mustafa Ali into the ring post. Wow. And the Intercontinental Champion poses in the middle of the squared circle. Look at this big boot. Boom. Right to the face. This is why I love Gunther matches on pay-per-view. Oh my God. Because he is stiff. He is brutal. He is real. You can believe. You're, as a wrestling fan, this is why I love Gunther so much. In the day and age of flips and flying out the ring, and don't get me wrong, I respect it. It's incredible. Great matches. I don't have an issue with different styles, but Gunther is a throwback. He is so real that watching his matches, it just looks like it hurts. Whoa. Oh, and another chop again. And he's just toying with him. Toying with him at the moment. Oh, I think that's 4. Oh, duck under. A chop of his own by Mustafa Ali, forearm. Oh, goes for a chop. Ali ducks under. Ali just trying to have a bit of a flurry here, trying to fight back. Oh, kick to the head. Mustafa Ali's going to go for that roll through. Roll through. Neck breaker. Ali, as a look in his eyes, he thinks he's got a chance. He's going to go to the top rope. Ali's going to the top rope. Oh, Gunther meets him. Chop again. What's Gunther going for now? Oh, he's going to go for a butterfly suplex, maybe from the second rope. And Ali's trying to fight out of it. Oh, a headbutt. And another one. Hits Gunther off the top turnbuckle. Ali going to go for that power bomb. Gunther holds on. He says no. Ali, though, set out power bomb. Can't get a cover. Maybe he's going to go for that 450 again. I think he is. Ali flips back up to the top. He's going to go for it. 450, maybe. Are they starting to believe? Mustafa, 450 splash. 1, 2. Oh, and Gunther kicks out. You never believed he was going to get it, but still. Michael Cole was going crazy on commentary. He's standing up at his desk. Set out powerbomb by Ali, and then that 450. Look at that beautiful, picture perfect 450, the tuck and everything. Oh, goes for a springboard tornado DDT. Gunther catches him. Oh, wow! A lariat that John Bradshaw Layfield would be proud of. The spirit of JBL. Oh, and another one. Good night. Count to 100. 2, 3. Oh, he kicked out. Wow. I thought that was going to be the win. He's beat people with that clothesline before. He beat Sheamus with that Clash at the Castle. Whoa. That was, I love me a good clothesline. Wow. Look at that. A clothesline from the depths from Gunther. Now Gunther once again is just toying. He's just toying with Mustafa Ali. Just stomps to the back, to the shoulder blades. 9 likes away from 50. If you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe to bottom right hand corner. Got nearly 50 people watching. Ali, oh, slaps Gunther in the face. Oh, Gunther gives us a slap of his own. Here we go. Game over. Power bomb. Oh, manages to go out of it. Oh, super kick. Oh, I think maybe some teeth went flying from Gunther. Springboard. Tornado. DDT. Shades of Jake the Snake. Here we go again. Ali's going to the top rope again. What's Ali going to do? Ali. 450 again. Rolls through. Oh, wow. Shotgun drop kick into the corner by Gunther. Game over. Power bomb. Stacks him up. 2, 3. And Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. I love me some Gunther. His matches are just something else. Every single time, different kind of matches. Hard-hitting, real, and still the Intercontinental Champion. Sensational. Absolutely loved it. Obviously not Gunther's best match. It wasn't like the Sheamus match at Clash at the Castle. It wasn't like Gunther versus Sheamus and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, but it was good for what it was. Tremendous. And still your Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. He just delivers every single time. Obviously, we knew Gunther's going to retain the Intercontinental title, but that didn't mean that wasn't entertaining, because that's exactly what it was. Let me know your ratings out of 5, as always. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know your ratings as Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. I'm going to give it a... I mean, I gave Rollins versus Rhodes a 3.5. Was it as good as that? Probably not. Probably a 3 then. But I really enjoyed it because it's what he does. As Kevin Owens backstage. And there is Sami Zayn. Listen to that ovation from the crowd in Jeddah. Sami Zayn saying this is crazy. Everything's WrestleMania. Sami Zayn's talking about winning the tag team championships in the main event of WrestleMania. What a run. Sami Zayn even says, even if it ends tonight. And Kevin Owens said, why would it end tonight? Kevin Owens says, why even go there? And of course, Roman Reigns celebrating 1,000 days as undisputed WWE Universal Champion today. Kevin Owens says Roman Reigns needs to acknowledge that they won the tag team titles from the Usos. Kevin Owens says that they won them from the Usos, then more of a tag team, then Romans and Solo. He says, today is not Roman's day, it's our day. Today, Solo loses. Roman Reigns loses. We shall see if indeed that does happen. Yeah. They keep saying, yeah. Was that a hint? Was that a hint? He kept saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. No way would LA Knight get involved. I'm not sure why he would, but that would be interesting if he did do that. We're currently at 11,273. Oh, there he is! Speaking of LA Knight. LA Knight, yeah. They wouldn't just show him at ringside. That's all they do. So yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. We are currently 27 subscribers away from 11,300, which would be amazing if we could reach that this evening. Still plenty of time to go as well. As we're seeing clips of WWE superstars granting wishes at the Saudi German hospital in Jeddah this week. Always tremendous work. A fantastic, well-worthy cause. And the first ever Make-A-Wish in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as well. Coming up next, we've got Women's Championship on the line. As the Raw Women's Championship is going to be on the line. Bianca Belair defending her title against Asuka. So the question will be, poll in the chat. Who leaves as a Raw Women's Champion? Is it Bianca Belair? Or is it Asuka? The Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown, of course. Of Of course, this is a WrestleMania rematch. When Bianca Belair was having a celebration in her hometown of Knoxville, Tennessee, Asuka sprayed the mist in the face of Belair. Some people speculating maybe this could be the night that Bianca drops the championship. You never know. Asuka wouldn't let go of the Asuka lock on Zelina Vega on SmackDown recently. And then she sprayed the mist again. Just barely got Bianca this time around. Not fully like before. Clearly they're building to the mist. The mist is a part of this, isn't it? How are we going to get... Is Bianca Belair going to get misted again? That's the question. Or are they building to a finish where there's some kind of protection from the mist? If you are a fan of the football, Luton have just scored against Coventry as well in 4 minutes left to go of extra time. But certainly the story they're trying to tell is that Asuka's in the head of Bianca Belair and she's playing mind games, and I suppose they better work, right? Oh, I think they've ruled out that goal, actually. Yeah, that goal in that playoff final was ruled out. Go to penalties. If you haven't already, click the like button. We've got over 50 people watching. 8 likes away from 50. We've got a strong ratio of viewers to likes. And here comes the Empress of Tomorrow, indeed. Michael Cole says the mood has changed, as here comes heel Asuka with the mask, the face paint. Go sprinting down the ramp. Interesting one on the poll. This one's quite close, actually. Poll's only been in the chat a few minutes. And the question was, who leaves as Raw Women's Champion? Bianca Belair still gets the lion's share of the vote. 61% of you say Bianca Belair will retain the Raw Women's Championship, which is my prediction. 39% of you said that Asuka will win the title and will crown a brand new Raw Women's Champion. Let's see what happens this evening at Night of Champions. And the mist certainly looks like it's going to play a part in it. But so far, no titles have changed hands. We have crowned a new champion this evening. We've crowned the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion as Seth Freakin Rollins defeated AJ Styles in the opening match of the show. We then had Trish Stratus defeat Becky Lynch after interference from Zoe Starks. And we also had Gunther retain his Intercontinental Championship in a fun match against Mustafa Ali. And here comes Bianca Belair. And here comes the EST of WWE. Bianca Belair skipping to the ring as she always does. See what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Kervin says WWE pay-per-view always delivers, but Raw and SmackDown shows are boring to watch. Kervin also says if Asuka loses, what was the point to change the Asuka character? Sunny says I want Asuka to win, but at this point Bianca is the female version of Super Cena. Alan says Roman and Solo will lose tonight. They will have to, or is Roman's legacy. Kervin says I was surprised WWE is still not fixed the Rhea Bianca title problem. I know. I don't. It feels like they're just not going to do it. Like unless there is a grand plan of them not swapping the titles, of changing the title names or something like that. But like you, I'm also very surprised by that. And Todd says, "Let's go, Asuka. The EST is getting BORING. Boring." Beaver says maybe they're hoping people forget. The problem, I don't think, as long as they're called the Raw Women's Champion, I think people aren't going to forget, are they? That's the problem. Remember, if you haven't already, you can also join the WN365 roster by clicking the pinned comment in the live chat. The first members video dropped earlier today, a match rewatch of the main event of Vengeance Night of Champions 2007. Kind of a forgotten main event. John Cena versus King Booker versus Bobby Lashley versus Mick Foley and Randy Orton. Oh wow, Asuka just pulled the braid of Bianca Belair, snapping her right to the floor. Because for a Shining Wizard, Bianca does a kip up. And Bianca teeing off on Asuka. And Asuka manages to fight through. Yeah, Bianca's still fighting through. Look at this, it's just turned into a bit of a brawl. Oh, shoulder tackle. And again, another one. And Bianca saying, you want to miss me? Come on. Asuka hits the ropes. Leapfrog. Bianca, went to roll through and a drop kick right to the gut, the midriff of Bianca. Crowd are chanting for Asuka. JG says Mick Foley in a world title match in 2007 was wild. Yeah, it was. Again, I really enjoyed watching that match earlier. Again, if you are a member, or even if you aren't a member, I recommend joining, because we're going to be doing a lot more of stuff like that, and it's always fun to go back and watch. And yeah, 2007, as I mentioned several times during the show earlier on, it's such a wild time for WWE for various reasons. But that match, yeah, Mick Foley in the main event, but he was still like young. He was 42 then. That's not old by today's standards. We just saw AJ Styles challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship in the opening match of the show. He's older today than Mick Foley was in 2007 in that match. Belair floats over. Oh, and a drop kick. And a nip up there by Belair. And another drop kick. Oh, handspring sends Asuka off the apron. Asuka, sends Bianca right into the steel steps. Asuka, look at her face. She seems very happy with herself. We're 4 likes away from 50. If you haven't already, click the like button. German suplex by Asuka to Bianca Belair. And a kick out. Ashley says, please don't compare Bianca to John Cena. This is not John Cena. Sometimes John Cena wins, sometimes he loses. Not back in the day. I think the comparison was made to Super Cena of the sort of mid-2000s. Mid-2000s, John Cena didn't lose to anyone. Yeah, he did not. From like 2005 to sort of 2007, Cena just didn't lose. John Cena won, again, in the match rewatch we did today for the members. This was June of 2007. John Cena had won the title in January of 2006. That was kind of his dominance around that period of time. And that's not even really peak John Cena. And Asuka's got the kind of an arm lock locked in. Still working on the arm, the shoulder of Bianca Belair. Smile on Asuka's face. Belair's trying to get back to a vertical base here. Forearm to the gut. And again, goes for a scoop slam. Asuka. Oh, and pulls the braid once again, using the hair. Using the hair to her advantage. Asuka in full control at the moment, certainly. Just disrespect from Asuka. Asuka controlling the pace. Oh, forearm right to the chest of Belair, by Belair to Asuka rather, and again. Oh. And a neck breaker, or modified neck breaker by Belair. Both competitors down. Critical point in this one, as Michael Cole says on commentary. Belair's like a runaway train. Belair. Suplex by the champion. And now a kip up by the champion. And Belair just hitting the punches in the corner. Asuka managing to slip out of it. Slips out, uses the hair once again. Which feels kind of like formula in Bianca Belair's matches at this point a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, beautiful. Backbreaker. Handspring into the moonsault. And Asuka kicks out at 2. Crowd chanting for Asuka still. SJ says, I can't get online on my laptop, can't watch anything Virgin Media. Tell me about it. I've been there. I have been there. Night of Champions trending #1 in the United States. Kicks to the chest by Asuka. Oh, Bianca ducks under. Oh, kick to the gut. Asuka going back up into the corner. Oh, for a forearm right to the jaw. That was rough. And Bianca getting back up now on the middle rope. 2 likes away from 50, by the way. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Only 2 likes to go until 50 likes. The aim's 100, so we'll be halfway there. Oh, wow. Missile drop kick by Asuka. Cover. And Belair kicks out. Look at this. Right on the money. Right to the heart of the champion. Now it's got to go for a scoop slam or something like that. Belair manages to block. Oh, turns it into an armbar. Armbar's locked in. Belair. Gonna go for a gut wrench. Gut wrench. Oh, gut wrench powerbomb. Shades of Jake Hager, Jack Swagger. What's this? Oh, spine buster. That was nasty. Whiplash. And Asuka kicks out. Just about kicks out, must be said. Bit of a strange pace to this one so far. And Asuka kind of just whiplashed her head. Crowd a bit, maybe a bit lethargic after this one. Oh, handspring moonsault into the Asuka lock. Maybe she got it locked in. He's trying to wrap the legs round. Belair rolls through. Oh, and Asuka kicks out. What's she going to go for here? Version of a glam slam. Oh, Asuka rolls through again. Asuka. Oh, Belair rolls through again. Going to go for a backslide maybe. 2. Oof. Belair kicks out once more. Oh, and a kick right to the head. Side of the head kicked by Asuka. And Belair kicks out. Look at that. Bang. Smattering of chants of "this is awesome" from the crowd. Again, for me, a bit slow, I would say. Referee is chanting, counting to 4. Asuka still hanging on to the air of Bianca Belair. Oh, Belair prevents herself from going into the steel steps. And Asuka now sent into the steps. Billy says it's a boring match. I think, again, it's got a bit of a slow pace to it. I would agree there, certainly. Belair goes into the ring. Asuka trying to get into the ring as well. I thought the count would have been broken up there. Now, both on the outside of the ring. I have a feeling this is going to double count out. 6. 7. Oh, they're back in the ring. Not sure what this sort of spot is. It feels like sort of going through the match in sort of half motion. Or half speed sort of thing. Oh, I'm feeling a miss spot. I'm feeling the miss spot. The camera's on Bianca. And not on Asuka. Why am I thinking missed? Shoulder in the corners. Belair's ticked up. Referees in the way. There it is. Oh, went for the mist. She missed the mist. You could see that coming a mile off as well. The way they set up for it was so slow. Hits the ropes. Bianca goes through. Oh, KOD. Oh, Asuka rolls through. What's she going for here? Armbar. Harry says, is it me or is Bianca really slow today? The match just feels itself quite slow. Just like it's not, you know, maybe clicking. Asuka rolls her shoulder out. Belair looking to deadlift the challenger. And slams Asuka down. And both competitors in the middle of the ring. This is where Asuka missed the missed attempt. Bianca Belair down, Asuka down. Now, Bianca told the referee to back me up. She said, oh, what's this? She sprayed the mist onto her hands, her fingers. What was that? Belair. KD. Oh, she rubbed it in the eyes. She rubbed it in the eyes. Kick to the face. What was that? Different finish. Kick to the back. Is this going to be it? 1, 2, 3. We got a new champion. Wow, Asuka won. A new Raw Women's champion. Wow. That finish came out of nowhere. Flat as a pancake. But Asuka has done it. A brand new Raw Women's champion. Asuka wins. A Raw Women's champion on SmackDown still. But missed to the eyes. And we have a brand, not in the traditional way. Instead, it was kind of, I get it. We have seen this done before. They do it all the time in Japan. They spray the mist onto the hand. I remember Lord Tensai, Prince Albert used to do it in WWE, but it's been done in Japan. Great Muta did it. Spray the mist onto the fingers and then rub it in the eyes. She missed the mist the first time round, so this time she puts the mist into her hand. She literally sprays it on her fingers. From the Great Muta, most likely. And there you go. Kick to the back of the head. And even once again, the face with the mist was on the hands. And EST has lost the Raw Women's Championship. A brand new champion. And Night of Champions has a title change. Asuka wins. And Belair is in shock. With the title in her hands now, Asuka. The match itself, I think, was a bit flat, to be honest with you. But Asuka wins. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section or in the live chat. Get your ratings in, 0 to 5. It's strange because Bianca's trying to say that the mist is in her eyes, but there's no mist on her face. I'm just seeing a replay of the fingers going into the eyes once again. But Asuka is the new Raw Women's Champion. And the Bianca title reign is over. And Asuka poses with her new championship. So we have our first title change of the evening. And this is the most wanted treasures thing. And then Stone Cold takes on America. But what are your thoughts on that? Put your ratings, match ratings, 0 to 5. I'm gonna probably give that match. What was better? Was that better than Trish versus Becky? About the same. I give it 2.5. Maybe a 2. Maybe a 2. I think Becky and Trish is probably a bit better, to be fair. I'd give it a 2. JG says, one of our members, 1.5. Todd says, who drafted Asuka? They're both on SmackDown still, so it's still the same. Harry says 2 or 2.5. Alan says 2.5. I'm going to give it maybe a 2. As they're showing some promo spots for the big events coming up. Like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank. If you haven't already, click the like button. We're 6 likes away from 60. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to. Bottom right-hand corner. There's Karrion Kross. We are 25 subscribers away from 11,300. So if you haven't already, subscribe bottom right-hand corner as we have a brand new Raw Women's Champion. And from the Raw Women's Championship on SmackDown to the SmackDown Women's Championship on Raw. It's time for the SmackDown Women's title match. So the question is, who leaves as SmackDown Women's Champion? Is it Rhea Ripley or Natalya? We'll go from one match that was a title change. I would be very, 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 very surprised if we saw a title change in this one. Rhea Ripley is not losing the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's just definitely not happening. Five likes away from 60 likes as well. As Natalya, beret and all. Is posing for selfies at ringside. She's literally posing for photos. Look at her. You wouldn't think that she's in a championship match. As Natalya sometimes is so like, come on you guys. Here comes Rhea Ripley. G421 says, big up, Owen. Quick question. Who is Luton Town even? They're a club in the Premier League now. They've just won the playoff final. There comes Rhea, along with Dominic Mysterio representing the Judgment Day, of course. Look at the pyro, the staging. Rhea Ripley, the SmackDown Women's Champion. An Eradicator. She is the star of the women's division for me. And you can talk about Becky Lynch. You can talk about Bayley. You can talk about Charlotte Flair. You can talk about Ronda Rousey. You can talk about whoever you want to talk about. For me, it's Rhea Ripley's division. She is just that good. Every match she has is fantastic. She's got the look. She's got the entrance. She is a star. An absolute star. Honestly, I don't think anyone can hold a candle to her. I really don't. I think she had a fantastic match with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. They have tremendous chemistry. No doubt about it. As she whispers something to Dominic Mysterio. Whispering sweet nothings into his ear. Four likes away from 60 as well. The SmackDown Women's Champion. She's got Dom written on her face. Kervin says SummerSlam Asuka versus Io Sky and Bianca Belair versus Charlotte. Kervin also says, what about Zelina Vega versus Rhea Ripley? It was okay, their match. I mean, it wasn't really a lot to it, was there? Ring introductions are just beginning whilst they're going on. Polls in the chat, of course, only been up for a few minutes, but already Rhea Ripley, overwhelming favourite to win this one. 79% of you say Rhea Ripley's going to win, and I think you're right. That's certainly a safe and wise way to go, no doubt about it. As the SmackDown Women's Champion is introduced to the crowd in Jeddah. Holds her title up high, the SmackDown Women's Champion from Monday Night Raw. We have a new Raw Women's Champion, once again on Friday Night SmackDown, that being Asuka. As the SmackDown Women's title is held up in the air. They've got to do something with these titles. The easiest way is just not have them be Raw and SmackDown Women's titles. Have them be, just names. The World Women's Championship, or the Women's Championship, whatever you want to call it. The WWE Women's World Title and the WWE's Women's, or just the Women's Championship. Something like that. That's what they need to do. SJ says, I love Mammy. David Burke says, yeah, she is the best female wrestler, ATM, any fed. Edward says, way to go, Asuka. David Burke says, 11% hit the wrong. Oh my God. Rhea Ripley just froze Natalya into the ring steps. And Harry said, nobody is on Rhea's level right now. I would agree. And JG, one of our members, says, Natalya manages to sneak into the title scene every year. I don't know how. I think it's just because she's a safe hand, isn't she? She's a veteran. She's always going to have a decent match. She can produce. I think her promos, or every time she has to be in a backstage skit, is the most corniest thing ever. And Beaver says, maybe she's a heart, which would, yeah, makes sense. Here we go. Riptide. Oh, that's it. 1, 2. She beat her. She's already won. That was it. She squashed her. Wow. I mean, was that even 60 seconds? Literally, Natalya was on the outside of the ring. Rhea Ripley threw her into the steps, beat her up a couple of times, and Riptide, that was it. Wow. I was saying about this great match we were going to have or anything like that. Riptide done. She didn't even get out of the blocks. It wasn't even close. And look at Dominic. He's being held up by Rhea. Well, that was quick. And Rhea Ripley is still the SmackDown Women's Champion. Easiest payday I think she'll probably ever get. Fly out to Saudi Arabia, win in seconds. It starts off with Dominic talking to Natalya. Rhea throws Natalya into the ring steps. Throws her into the ring steps again. Gets her into the ring. Deadlift riptides her, by the way. And that was it. That was all she wrote. Literally. Look at the crowd. They're like, wow, that was quick. Indeed it was. Wow. Incredible. Well, again, very quick. And we've only got 2 matches left. We've got Cody versus Brock, which I don't think is going to be long either. And then we got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline. JG says, that was so necessary, 5 stars. Yeah, what would you rate it out of 5? It's a clear 5. I want to see 5s in the chat, constant 5s. 5 stars. It's obviously a 5-star match. Well, maybe this is a match, certainly they were like, look, it's Night of Champions. We've kind of got to have as many title matches as we can. I mean, back in the day, it used to be every title would be defended. And which isn't the case tonight, because you don't have the Undisputed Universal title defended. You don't have the US Championship defended as well. We're 3 likes away from 60, by the way. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And Byron Saxon is backstage with none other than the brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Freakin Rollins. And there he is, World Heavyweight Championship and all. There is Rollins once again. He just keeps telling Byron Saxton, hey, World Heavyweight Champion, keep announcing my name. With the coat as well. Holding a World Championship. Nearly 4 years since he held World Championship gold. Night of Champions. He's walking out. The new World Heavyweight Champion. Who's going to be his first challenger on Raw? Who's that going to be at Money in the Bank? Interesting. Byron says, going forward, what does the future of Raw look like with him on top of the mountain? Owens Style Advisor. Yes, my Style Advisor. With the super chat, appreciate the contribution, says, I have not been interested in wrestling since the Attitude Era. How good was that? Well, if you want to watch the Attitude Era stuff, we're going to be doing just that as part of the members community here at WN365. You can join the WN365 roster by clicking the join button. Said, just wanted to give you some support, Master Owen. Well, I really appreciate the support monetarily or just by views or just by clicking the like or even you just being here and paying attention to me rant and rave about people wrestling in their underwear. It's very much appreciated. Appreciated all the support here at United View and all over the place. Honestly, it's I'm so lucky and so fortunate to be surrounded by such great people and to be able to do this. Honestly, it is not lost on me how lucky. That's what I am. Very, very lucky I am. So thank you very, very much, Owen Style Advisor. And coming up next, we have Brock versus Cody 2. Here we go. Cody versus Brock. This was, of course, the main event of Backlash. Probably shouldn't have been. Should have been Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. And was a very short match. I mean, the match went, what, like 5 minutes? Something like that? Of course, an absolutely bloodied Brock Lesnar as well. He went into the exposed turnbuckle, head split open like a melon, and Cody beat him. Brock put over Cody, which is no mean feat. And the next night on Raw, Brock beat the hell out of him. And ever since then, he's beat the hell out of him. Cody versus Brock in a fight. I mean, they've said it's a fight. I mean, they haven't said if it's no disqualification or no holds barred. They've just said it's a fight, haven't they? And there was the Beast. I remember going into this one, Cody's got a broken arm, which is most likely going to be a cover for why Brock Lesnar is going to win this one. The same way that Cody beat Brock, because Brock had a cut on his head. I think Brock's going to beat Cody because he's got a broken arm. That's, I think, the route that they're going with this. I love Brock talking. I love... look at his face! What do you want to talk about, Cody? What do you want to talk about? Brock wants a fight. Night of Champions. Who is the coward now? I know Brock's the heel now, but I still love babyface Brock. I want Brock to be a good guy again. I love Brock Lesnar cowboy hat coming out. Brock Lesnar coming out in a tractor. That's my Brock Lesnar. That's my favorite version of Brock. And to be fair, I'd have loved Brock Lesnar Cody Rhodes tag team like they teased for ages. That'd have been a lot of fun. But I guess we should have a poll in the chat, shouldn't we? Poll in the chat. Who leaves victorious? Is it going to be Brock Lesnar or is it going to be Cody Rhodes? There we go. Poll in the chat. Who leaves victorious? Brock Lesnar or Cody Rhodes? The Beast incarnate or the American Nightmare himself? Ben says, how's it going? What do you want to talk about? Wow. Well, what do we want to talk about indeed? Well, I'll tell you what I do want to talk about is that we're 1 like away from 60 likes. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We are 25 subscribers away from 11,300. So if you haven't already, subscribe. That's the target for this evening. Lux Hill says my brother Owen with a handshake. Lux Hill. That's what that is. And here comes the Beast. The Beast incarnate. Brock Lesnar. Making his entrance in the Jeddah Superdome in Saudi Arabia. And there he is. What a... I mean, the Beast, honestly, legitimately, it's not just a nickname. The guy is a freak. He is the alpha male of our species. He is the prototype. He is from the future, but also reminiscent of a bygone past. He is Brock Lesnar. My, oh my, he is an animal. There's the Beast and the Pyro. And to be honest, they've been teasing a lot of Paul Heyman stuff with Brock Lesnar recently. Could Paul and Brock be about to get back on the same page? Again, I just want babyface Brock back. Now, I think Brock's about to get his win back, to be honest with you. He's about to get his win back against Cody Rhodes. Of course, he lost in Backlash in Puerto Rico. Look, he is just a giant man. He is nuts. Look at the size of him. And look at his face. He's still got a cut on his head from Backlash. You can still see it. Don't be shocked if he gets split open again tonight. I mean, Cody Rhodes, when he was in AEW, he loved to bleed. Cody loves the Crimson Mask, as it were. So don't be shocked if not only does Cody lose in decisive fashion tonight, don't be shocked if Cody gets busted open. We just saw a squash with Rhea Ripley and Natalya. Cody Rhodes has this broken arm. This one could be very quick. Brock Lesnar could be making a lot for a bit of light work. And here comes Cody. First time Cody's ever wrestled in Saudi Arabia for WWE, of course. He was injured the last time that WWE was there. So here comes the American Nightmare. Crowd are singing along to the song. Brandy Rhodes causing a stir on social media yesterday, saying Cody Rhodes was a bigger star in WWE. That's why he left AEW. Get ready for the Saudi woe. Certainly a big woe. Oh, look at the pyro for the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes still favouring the broken arm. I think he's got a cast on. Well, they're probably going to do the classic wrestling thing, which is whenever they've got a cast on the arm, he'll hit Brock with a cast. I've pictured it. He's got the cut on his head, so Cody's going to hit him with the cast, and Brock's going to get split open. That's what's going to happen. I can already see it. SJ says this Lesnar is a much interesting version than the one who didn't say anything. David saying Brock's making bank for this match. Harry says he looks even more jacked than he normally does. Lux Hill says, let's hear the Saudi, whoa! JG says, whoa! Whoa, again. Alan says, if Brock loses, it's not right. Cody has a broken arm. And the whoa again from the crowd. I'd say it's a bit longer than the match at Backlash. The match at Backlash was rather short, wasn't it? If you haven't already, click the like button. We've got 75 people watching. 6 likes away from 70. Be sure to subscribe as well. Bottom right-hand corner. We're 25 subscribers away from 11,300. I believe we can hit 11,300 this evening. Pyro still going off for Cody. He's got those silent fireworks. Axel says Owen sounded like a baby goat with the woe there. Well, you know, I try. But look at Brock. He's got a big smile on his face. He sees a wounded animal. He sees and smells and scents blood in the water. He's like a great white and someone has just poured chum into the ocean. And Brock Lesnar is about to feast The bell rings. We are underway. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes 2. A Backlash rematch. And Brock's got a smile from ear to ear. A grin that should scare anyone. And Brock, look at... He's tried to back Cody up into the corner. Cody gets away, but he's just laughing. He knows. He knows. Brock still trying to corner Cody. Cody ducks under again. And Cody's got to go to the outside of the ring. And Brock's laughing. He's laughing. Cody now trying to goad him. He says, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Brock's chasing him. Cody's running away. And some stamps now. Right hands. Question is Brock going to sell? Here we go. Double leg. Now he's got him in the corner. Burying shoulders to the midsection of Cody Rhodes. Typical Brock Lesnar. Let's get a suplex. Brock belly to belly. And just dumps Rhodes on his arm as well. If you're worried about that, if you're worried about landing on your arm there, Cody, that was just a belly to belly. Suplex City has moved to Saudi. And two. That's two. Two belly to belly suplexes. Look at this. Belly to belly. And he landed on the arm. I mean, I know I've said it like 3 or 4 times, but Brock Lesnar looks ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. Belly to belly again. That's number 3. And Brock's all fired up. The American Nightmare. I think it has turned into a nightmare. Crowd chanting Suplex City. Because people don't want to boo Brock. Brock's so iconic at this point. You just want to cheer for him. Oh, he hit him with a cast. I said. Michael Cole didn't sell it. Cast again. 3, 4. He's got the cast. Titanium. And Lesnar's feeling it. Lesnar's stumbling. Oh, and a forearm again. And Brock goes to the outside of the ring. How is he allowed to use it? Is it not a weapon? Oh, tope suicida to the outside, cast right to the head. Are we witnessing a miracle? And there we go. Cody's going to the top rope. Hammer sledge is going to look like. Once again. Cover. And Brock kicks out. I told you, as soon as you wear the cast. In pro wrestling, if they're wearing a cast, it's a weapon. They've done it since Cowboy Bob Orton. Like, it's always, that's the gimmick. Oh, disaster kick. Brock still stumbling. Disaster kick once again. Cody Cutter. Cody Cutter. 1, 2. And Brock kicks out. Brock selling. Cody Cutter. I love it when Brock starts selling because this is the thing as well. For the size the guy is, he is so agile. It's actually incredible. Now Cody's firing up. He's going to go for Crossroads. Crossroads. He hits it. Crossroads to Brock Lesnar. Now Cody's trying to shake it off. Lesnar's stunned. Referee's got the gloves on. I don't think there's a lot of blood. I don't think Brock's really busted open just yet. Cody cut. He's going to go for a Crossroads once more. Second Crossroads in a row. Brock looks staggered. Like Seal said, Owens saw this a mile away with a cast. It's what's always happened. Ben Rumbelow says, I could listen to Owen talk about and commentate about the book Green Eggs and Ham. Make it intriguing. 3 Fs, I reckon, round it off. Oh, Brock, it's going to Kimura. Counters into the Kimura. Now, will you tap, Cody? Is he going to tap? You've got to. He'll snap the arm again. He's going to do the snap. He's going to do the snap. Kimura on the broken arm. Now, can Cody get to the ropes? Of course, remember, he stacked him at Backlash. That's how he won the match. So is he going to stack him? Is Brock going to snap the arm? Crowd's chanting for Cody. Corey Graves and Michael Cole telling him to stop the match, the referee. Career-threatening situation, they're calling it on commentary. Cody's trying to fight out. Cody's saying no. He stacked him up again. Oh, and Brock this time manages to pivot. He's grapevine the legs now. Is he going to tap? Look at Brock's face. He's screaming tap. You got to tap. Stacks him again. Oh, rolls through. Brock this time. Look at this. And now he's in a mount position. Nowhere to go. Cody screaming. He's miles away from the ropes, it feels like. Oh, get your legs up. Touch the rope with your feet. You break it. They're not shooting his feet because that's how you would break it. He's trying to sort of just drive his fingernails into the back of Brock. Cody's fading. This might be it. Cody, is he going to pass out from a Kimura? How'd you pass out from a Kimura? He's got the hand still up in. He's got the hand still up. The hand's still up. Look at Brock's face. And Brock now just trying to sort of shuffle towards the middle of the ring. In reality, I mean, this is a Kimura, a key lock. If Cody had a broken arm, it would be broken a long time. I mean, you'd have given up ages ago. Why are they waiting this long? It's Cody. I guess he's got the spirit and the guts. Is he gonna get to the rope? Oh, and he gets to the rope. Crowd goes crazy. Michael Cole's going nuts on commentary. And Brock collapses to his knees. We're 3 likes away from 70, by the way. If you haven't already clicked the like button, be sure to subscribe to bottom right-hand corner. Brock looks shocked. He can't believe that Cody didn't quit. Cody's not a quitter, Brock. Now he's got him up on the shoulder. Time for F5. Oh, crossroads. Crossroads again. Another crossroads. 1, 2. Oh, and Brock kicks out. Michael Cole's going crazy on commentary, screaming that Cody Rhodes isn't human. And we're just seeing a replay of Brock kicking out of another crossroads. Cody, Brock, both on their knees, trying to get back to their feet. Using that cast once again as a weapon. How he's allowed to, I don't know. I mean, surely that's a... Oh, he got him up his shoulders. Or did he fall? No, it doesn't matter. Because Brock's an animal. F5! F5, bang! Cover him, Brock. Doesn't cover him immediately. He might do another one. Michael Cole says it's the damnedest match he's ever witnessed. 1, 2... Oh, and Cody Rhodes kicks out. I mean, when you take that long, you always know that kick out's going to come. Look at this. F5. Wham. Crowd are shouting, this is awesome. They're certainly into it. No doubt about that. Crowd love it. They love Cody. They love Brock. They love this match. Crowd are chanting, this is awesome. Oh, he's going for it again. Kimura once again. Kimura, also known as a key lock. And I tell you now, if I see Cody wrestling on Raw on Monday, and with his arm being all right, I'm like, dude, you're in a Kimura for like 3 minutes. I would say like, oh, I thought you tapped down. I'd say, dude, you're in like a Kimura for like three hours. That's it. That's it. Game over. Game over. He won. Brock won. Cody Rhodes passed out, I guess. Well, that came out of nowhere. Well, it's one apiece, and Brock refuses to let go. And Brock Lesnar wins. Wow, that finish came out of nowhere. Brock won. Brock won. Cody Rhodes never tapped out. He's an ultimate good guy, damn it. He's a good guy. He didn't tap out, he passed it. I mean, tell you what, Michael Cole is being fed some lines on commentary in his headset. Cody Rhodes didn't tap out. He passed out. He's not human. He's a warrior. It's incredible. I mean, they are doing their damnedest to protect Cody Rhodes at this point. My goodness me, it's heavy-handed. But Brock Lesnar has won the match. He's made Cody Rhodes pass out, I guess, through pain because of the Kimura. But Brock wins. And Brock Lesnar raises his arms. The Beast Incarnate stands tall over a broken American nightmare. But in the end, Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, wins the match. Billy says rematch SummerSlam. I think so. I think that's where we're heading. I think we're going to get Brock versus Cody 3 at Ford Field in Detroit. I mean, the question is we're going to get Cody even at Money in the Bank? If he's got this broken arm, he shouldn't be wrestling on July 1st, should he? That's only 4 weeks away. As they're just showing an advert for Money in the Bank. But there you go. Brock Lesnar defeats Cody Rhodes. And we only have the main event left to go. How would you rate that one out of 5? 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5. What are your ratings? I would probably say that's probably my match of the night so far, in fairness. What did I give? I gave Seth Rollins versus AJ. I gave 3.5. I'd probably give that. I don't want to say maybe it's a 4. 4 feels high in terms, but it was storytelling. I don't want to get too much into decimal points or anything like that, so I'll give it a 4. I only do halves. I'll give it a 4. I think it's better than a 3.5, so I'm gonna say probably a 4. Probably my match of the night so far. In terms of the match that I felt like, okay, that was drama. There was a couple of rest spots in there with the Kimura that I think went a bit too long. It wasn't perfect. I'd maybe give it, I'd say it's just Shade's match of the night so far. Of course, tomorrow night, guys, we are going to be live once again. We're going to be doing an AEW Double or Nothing watch-along and a post-show. After this tonight as well, we will be live with Night of Champions 2023 post-show too. You won't have to go anywhere as well. Once this stream ends, you'll be redirected straight to the post-show stream. We'll go through the match. We'll get some of your comments up on the screen as well. And we'll talk about what happened at Night of Champions. In addition to that, if you want to join the WN365 roster, you can do so. Just click the join button. You get exclusive access to content you can't get anywhere else on the channel, such as the rewatch of certain matches. We're going to be doing a Monday Night Wars watch-along series, watching every episode of Raw and Nitro, as we would have in the Monday Night Wars. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. And yes, we're going to be live a lot this weekend. And the main event is coming up next. There's the Falcon again. The giant Falcon on the Superdome. We're crowning Women's Tag Team Champions on Monday on Raw. Raquel Rodriguez, Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Damage Control, and Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. We are 1 like away from 70 likes. So if you haven't already, click the like button. 1 like away. You could be the 70th like. And in terms of subs, let's just do a quick sub check as well. We are 23 subscribers away, excuse me, from 11,300. So if you haven't already, subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We're just seeing a look at Ronda Rousey on the advert here, because of course in the US, Peacock has ads. We did it. We got to 70 likes. The aim for this stream is 100, so we only got 28 likes to go. As we're just seeing the story of Ronda Rousey in WWE. What did everyone think of Ronda Rousey in WWE? It felt like when she came in, for a period of time, she was red hot, right? When she came in, I think she had probably one of the best debut matches ever. WrestleMania 34. I thought that was fantastic. Her and Kurt Angle versus Triple H, Stephanie McMahon was excellent. And even that sort of initial run of, facing Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss, like she felt legitimately like a big star. And then, and even to be honest, even by the time, the main event of WrestleMania happened, people were booing her, and it felt like that would have been the time to make her a heel. And they didn't. It was only really, and then by the time she came back several years later, she just doesn't feel the same anymore. Does she feel like, the star that she once was? I don't know. I don't think so anymore. I think also was, it doesn't help the way that her UFC career ended, the manner of her defeats. And of course, she's had injuries. She was at WrestleMania and she couldn't wrestle. She was injured. I mean, when she attacked Raquel Rodriguez on Raw and she fell over when she did it as well. Harry said she had the Brock Lesnar feel, but thing she said eventually people lost chemistry with her. Plus, I don't think she gets the business. In all honesty, she doesn't like being booed, which I think is hilarious. Lux Hill said it had the potential to be legendary, but then she took time out and it ain't hit the same. I agree. The star is not shining as once as it first was. Amas put his hand over the screen. The Homo sapiens have to rise. And Money in the Bank qualifying matches begin on Raw on Monday, continue Friday on SmackDown on Fox. Of course, that being Monday Night Raw on USA Network and Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Where the programs will be next year, who knows? What networks are they going to be on? Nick Khan was talking about making SmackDown 3 hours and moving Raw from Mondays. I don't know if he'd actually do that, but anything's possible. And this coming Friday on SmackDown, Roman Reigns will be celebrating 1,000 days as the the Universal Champion, rather. JG, one of our members, says Ronda has only been pinned flat once. She doesn't get the business. I kind of agree. She got angry that fans were booing her first time around because she was a babyface. And you sort of go, again, if you get the business, any reaction is a good reaction. You should be concerned when they're making no noise. And frankly, now they're making less noise for her. It shouldn't be about worrying. Or do they like me? Do they hate me? Do they care? That should be the question. Baby Moy says, hey brother, love your channel. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate all of the support. Watching, supporting. It doesn't go unnoticed. Appreciate you joining us this evening. As we've got the main event coming up next for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. It's Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa challenging Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So a poll needs to go into the chat. Who leaves as undisputed? Be good if I could spell. Team champions. Reigns and Sikoa, or Owens and Zayn. Poll is, wait for it. Poll is in the chat. There you go. Patrick, welcome. Patrick is the latest member of the WN365 roster. Patrick gets the custom emojis, he gets the logo, the badges, which change colors every single month as well. Obviously, as well, as I spoke about earlier on today, the first members content dropped today. Perfect time to join. We did a match rewatch of Vengeance Night of Champions 2007 main event. We are going to be doing exclusive series for the roster members as well. We're going to be doing, I'm really excited about the Monday Night Wars rewatch series, where basically, and this series is going to last for ages, because we're going through several years of content, watching it in chronological order. We're watching every episode of Raw and Nitro on a week-to-week basis. We're just reliving the Monday Night Wars in real time, and that's the best way to tell the real story of it. Forget the documentaries, which can be very slanted, and they don't tell you the true story. We're watching it, beginning when it started, right until when it ended in 2001. We're watching every single episode. In addition to that, we're going to be watching old wrestling that maybe we haven't watched in ages, or forgotten matches, forgotten moments, forgotten episodes. We're watching ECW pay-per-views, old Madison Square Garden stuff from the 70s, stuff from the 80s. I'm really looking forward to it. If you're a fan, a thoroughbred fan of wrestling, or just you want to see stuff you haven't watched before, but you want to watch it with other people, that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm really, really, really excited for that. So you get that if you do join the WN365 roster page. As we're just seeing this preview for this match, Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. But welcome, Patrick. Appreciate the support. Poll is in the chat saying who leaves as Undisputed Tag Team Champions. It's only been there. I've got hiccups for a minute. And Owens and Zayn are leading for now. There's no way, surely, no way that Roman Reigns leaves with 4 titles tonight. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Roman leaves with 4 titles? That'd be insane. Insane. Baby Moy says, do you by any chance watch New Japan Pro Wrestling? And if so, who do you got winning the finals? Well, I do occasionally, not as much as I would like. I cover it obviously for the channel, and we do cover as much New Japan as we can. But again, stuff like that, that's what I mean when I say with the members side of things, stuff that we can't maybe get to or doesn't really have a full place on the channel. That is also a thing that can go for the member side of things. So I'll leave it at that. And obviously, actually, it's going to be a big summer for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Of course, you've got the G1. Obviously, then you've got Forbidden Door as well. So I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. What else are you guys saying here? Ashley says Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens not losing tonight. She is not losing tonight. The winning tonight. Very confused by that one. Here he comes. The Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief. 1,000 days today. This is what I didn't get with Roman Reigns. I thought 1,000 days. It made total sense he would defend his title this evening. But I guess they went no. He could win more. I suppose the big question is, I mean, the story they're telling is there's tension in the bloodline. There's dissension in the bloodline. Will the Usos cost Roman Reigns this match? Will Solo Sikoa be pinned? And there he is, wearing the WWE Championship. It's actually the Universal Championship he's held for 1,000 days. That title is being held by none other than the wise man himself, Paul Heyman. Solo Sikoa is in tow. The Tribal Chief set to wrestle his first match since Night 2 of WrestleMania, when he defeated the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, of course. He has not wrestled a match since. This will be the first time. He's about to hold up the championship he has held for 1,000 days, and all signs go up like this. Pyro goes off in Jeddah. Looks like a sea of fans are acknowledging the Tribal Chief in Saudi. Very, very interesting. The poll in the chat has got very close. About 5 minutes gone. The question is, who leaves as Undisputed Tag Team Champions? Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa are on 48% or 46% now. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are just edging it with 54%. So it's actually a bit split. Some people saying, oh, I'm not sure. I mean, again, surely there's no way that They'd have more titles off television. Could you imagine? Can you imagine they've got the WWE Championship off TV, the Universal Championship off TV, and then the Tag Team Championships possibly off TV essentially as well. I say off TV, but I mean more so that he's not there every single time. Camera in the face of Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns, I believe, the 5th longest reigning world champion in WWE history. He's not far away from Pedro Morales. He's going to probably go past his reign. Ben says, Stratus needed the win. Do you think Roman and Solo are getting this? I do, Owen. We had Stratus winning by any means. Owen, what are you thinking? I'm really on the fence about this one. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, if Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns lose, Solo eats the pin. Because Reigns is not getting pinned. He's not. The thing is, Solo Sikoa doesn't get pinned that much, if at all. I think it's only once or twice he's actually lost. So, I mean, the story is, you would think the Usos might cost them somehow, accidentally. Do they have a DQ finish or something like that? That feels quite lame. So, it's curious. My feeling is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, but I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, it makes sense for Sami Zayn back in the Middle East. He would win the match. He's going to get a huge pop when he comes out. Look at that. Everyone with a sea of signs saying 1,000 days. JG says, what if Roman/Solo win and Roman hands the belts to the Usos to degrade them? I'm not sure what it would do for the tag team championships, it must be said. Look at that crowd. Look at Paul Heyman, the wise man. That's a sign with Solo Sikoa, like a Sun Cola, it says. He'd be the only man in WWE history to hold 4 championships simultaneously. He's not been pinned or submitted since December 2019. Yeah, 2019. Baron Corbin is the last person to pin Roman Reigns. We're talking about a guy that hasn't lost, or been pinned, rather, in nearly 4 years. The day that comes where Reigns actually loses is going to be wild. Kevin Owens most likely will be the first to make the entrance. Here comes KO. Kevin Owens making his entrance. If you haven't already, click the like button. We are 3 likes away from 80. And we are 19. We're getting closer. Very, 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 very closer. 19 subscribers away from 11,300. So if you haven't already subscribed, I think we can do it. I think we can get 11,300. And here comes Sami Zayn. The first time Sami Zayn has ever wrestled in Saudi Arabia since this deal was announced with WWE in Saudi Arabia since 2018. And here he comes. Of course, he hasn't been able to come over due to his Syrian heritage, with tensions being eased between the 2 governments and 2 countries in recent weeks and months. Zayn is able to perform for the first time in Saudi Arabia. They've waited 5 years for Sami Zayn to wrestle in the Middle East. Listen to the crowd going crazy. Sami Zayn performing in front of family and friends. What a year for Sami Zayn. Like, incredible. Main event's elimination. Well, actually, no, go back to January. He's in that main event angle with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline at the Royal Rumble. Just amazing stuff. Then in February, he wrestles in the main event of Elimination Chamber in his hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The next month, he main events WrestleMania Night 1. First ever tag team championship match to ever do it. Yeah, he wins that. Now he's main eventing WWE Night of Champions in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The first time he's been able to perform over there, be back in the Middle East. He's got this Middle Eastern heritage. I mean, it's an all-time year. We talk about an all-time year for Roman Reigns. It's an all-time year for Sami Zayn as well. Absolutely incredible stuff. And we're just about to have the ring introductions. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. 1 like away from 80 likes. And Paul Heyman takes the microphone out of the hand of Mike Rome. Shakes his jowls at him. Says, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Paul Heyman. He's introducing what he says is the new soon-to-be tag team champions from the island of relevancy, the Sultan of the Spike. This is Solo Sikoa. Solo. Is he going to say Sikoa? Oh, he just said Solo. Doesn't have a last name. On his 1000th day of a historic championship reign, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, Roman Reigns. Now we have to have ring introductions for the champions, of course. And their opponents. Sami Zayn's going to do it in Arabic. He's doing it in Arabic. The crowd are loving it. Listen to the crowd. They're going crazy. The crowd are going nuts. Roman Reigns' face says, what's he saying? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Better than Mike Rome, definitely. I agree, Michael Cole. Much better. I hope Mike Rome still gets his fee, obviously. He didn't even announce anyone in that main event match. But that's a pretty historic moment, it must be said. Not only is Sami Zayn wrestling, but on top of that, he's just announced him and Kevin Owens as the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions in the main event in Arabic in Saudi Arabia. That's pretty awesome. Corey Graves says Michael Cole's trending, which I'm sure can't be for good reasons. Now, who starts the match? Is it Roman Reigns or is it Solo Sikoa? We are 20 likes away from 100 as well, by the way. So if you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe. 17 subscribers away. It's going to be Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns to start things off, it looks like here. Listen to the crowd. The Olay chants are in full force in Jeddah. The atmosphere is something else. This is amazing. People, Sami Zayn is so, so popular. Unbelievable. Incredible. Sami Zayn puts his hand out. He wants to tag in the crowd. There hasn't even been any action, and Sami Zayn, listen to him. Got Roman Reigns. He's looking shook. He's looking rattled. He's trying to keep his composure. Can he even do that? That's the question. Now, if Roman's a heel, he would just tag in Solo Sikoa straight away. Crowd are just going nuts for Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns is just letting it all lay out. He's taking his time with it. I'm not surprised. Again, unbelievably popular. They're going crazy again, chanting ole, ole, ole. It's nuts. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, that's what, again, I knew that's what the heel does. Straight away tagging Solo Sikoa. That's what heel does. Smart. We've still had no action in this match. Roman Reigns said we should have never let you in. Roman Reigns said all you did was use. They're just doing pure crowd work. Again, we have not had any action. We have not had any punches. We've had no moves. We have just had pure crowd work so far. It's pretty incredible what we're watching. Roman Reigns says, get him to Solo Sikoa. Collar and elbow tie-up. Finally, the match is underway. Oh. And Solo throws Sami across the ring. Roman saying every month of the year. Sami's in. He's just the ultimate babyface, isn't he? Ultimate underdog. He's the ultimate babyface. Collar and elbow type. Do you remember again when people were saying, oh, they wouldn't put the world title on Sami because he can't go to Saudi? Well, I don't think it matters because he's in Saudi at the moment and he's the biggest babyface. Chop by Sami to Solo, and Solo backs doesn't look too bothered by it. Reigns telling Solo to shake it off. Oh, a big chop by Solo. And again, just teeing off on Zayn's head. I look at Roman Reigns. The biggest heel in the building right now. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, reverse elbow by Sami. And a big elbow from the top rope. Puts Solo down to one knee. And I get big right hands. Irish whip. Big reverse elbow. And steady teamwork from the Bloodline. What's happening now? Crowd's chanting for KO. And then comes Kevin Owens. And Owens, here we go. He's just teeing off on the head of Solo Sikoa. Hits the ropes. Oh. Big uppercut. Uppercut. Luxil says, I believe the reason he can go to Saudi now is because relations between Saudi and Syria, where Zayn is from, have become better in the last few months. Yeah, that is exactly correct. As we mentioned earlier on, that's the tensions have eased. I think diplomatic relations and missions between both countries have now started up. So, hence, Sami Zayn can now participate in these Saudi shows, which is a win for everyone. Diplomacy and peace is what we're aiming for. In comes Sami Zayn. Drop toe hold. And a senton by Kevin Owens to the back of Solo Sikoa. But then comes Roman Reigns and attacks Kevin Owens from behind, and that runs away from Sami Zayn. Oh, and Solo with a big clothesline. Roman Reigns is right here dealing with idiots. Crowd chant, Roman sucks. As Zayn is just across that middle rope. And Roman Reigns still hanging Zayn up across that middle rope. Crowd still chanting for Sami Zayn, saying, let's go, Sami. What a big scoop slam. Hits the ropes. Headbutt right to the arm, elbow. Harry said, Roman working the crowd is amazing. He knows what he's doing. He's got them right there, literally. Palm of the hand settings. And that's what happens when you're over. When you're popular, when you're confident, when you know you're the best, you can have people just eating out of the palm of your hand. And also, if you're a heel, you need a good baby face. And that's what he's got. You've got the perfect combination here. You've got a baby face which the crowd loves. You've got a heel that's confident, relaxed, knows what he's doing. And in comes Roman Reigns. And Reigns just tees off right on the head of Sami Zayn. Kicks to the gut. And look at this, just foot right into the head and the neck of Sami Zayn. Oof! Roman nearly hit the referee. Pulls up Sami Zayn by the hair. At a suplex right on the back of Sami. Kick out at one. Reigns is talking smack to the referee. Talking to the former Rudy Charles. Yeah. Rudy from TNA Wrestling days. Reigns is just playing with Sami, it feels like, at the moment. Zayn. Chop to the chest. Roman's trying to brush off any offense. And Solo just teeing off on Sami. Oh, Kevin Owens now getting back into the fight. Dan Angler was dealing with Roman in the ring. Crowd chanting for KO, Kevin Owens. We were at 16 subscribers away as well from hitting our goal of 11,300. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, click the like button. We do daily news videos on all things WWE, AEW, Impact Wrestling, and everything in the world of professional wrestling. Big summer ahead. Very big summer ahead. Obviously tomorrow, we've got Double or Nothing. We've got a post show coming up after this, a live post show. You don't even have to go anywhere. You'll be directed straight to it. Sami Zayn Punch to the gut. Oh, big uppercut. Crowd chant, "You suck," to Roman. Marco Royce says, "Hello, bro." I don't think it's the actual one. If it was, I'd say commiserations. Bundesliga defeat today. Now Solo Sikoa's in the ring with Sami Zayn. Stomp to the back by Solo Sikoa to Sami Zayn. Off the ropes. Samoan drop by Solo to Sami. Roman Reigns is laughing on the apron, saying tag team champions. Very slow, methodical pace to this one so far. And now a nerve hold on the trapezius muscle of Sami Zayn. The crowd in Jeddah looking to try and get behind Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn trying to fight back. Oh, big forearm right to the face. Sends Sami Zayn right through the middle rope to the outside of the ring. Oh, Reigns went for a right hand. Sami Zayn countered. Zayn still trying to fight back and still trying to counter. Oh, Solo goes right into the announce table. Almost into the laps of the announcer. And now Sami Zayn's trying to crawl. He's trying to crawl to Kevin Owens. Can he get over to KO? Oh, and Solo manages to stop him. Referee says no tag. Throws Sami Zayn into... Oh, and a super kick. Wow. Super kick to Kevin Owens, who was by the ring post. And now put Zayn on the top turnbuckle. Look at this. The shoves to the face. Oh. Look at Sami Zayn. Kicks to the face. Going for a tornado DDT. Now Kevin Owens, he's trying to get Sami Zayn to crawl over to him. Tag made to Roman and tag made to Kevin Owens. In comes KO. Oh, chops to the chest of by Kevin Owens to Roman Reigns. Just keep fighting. Referee screaming at KO. Oh, clothesline. KO sent on. Kevin Owens all fired up on the outside of the ring. Crowd still chanting for KO. Roman goes for a clothesline. Super kick. Sends Kevin Owens, sends Roman Reigns rather down into the corner. Oof. Punch to the face of Solo. And a big clothesline by Roman Reigns. Remember there was a period of time that people thought there was heat between Roman Reigns and KO because he ruptured Roman Reigns' eardrum. Marco Roy says, do you watch football? Yes. I do daily shows on United View. Yes. Seeing a replay here of Kevin Owens getting that big clothesline. Oh, ducks under. Reigns pop up powerbomb. Set out powerbomb as well. 2. Oh, God, that was close. Really close. Kevin Owens goes to the top rope. Frog splash. Oh, and kicks out. Crowd are chanting, "This is awesome." As Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns are in the middle of the ring. Goes for a stunner. Oh, Solo Sikoa hangs up Kevin Owens. Superman punch. 1, 2. Oh, kicks out. Look at this. Superman punch, bang, right off the jaw of KO. And Owens just managed to survive kicking out. Roman Reigns says he's going to be the tag team champions. He's going to be the one. He said he's going to have all the titles. He's talking some smack to KO. He's looking out into the WWE Universe in Jeddah, telling him to shut up. Boos ring out in the Jeddah Superdome. Reigns going to go for a spear. Setting up. Stunner. And again. Oh, spear. Stunner into a spear. So much it made me sneeze. It was a stunner by Owens. Bounced back into a spear. Look at this. Stunner. Bounces off the middle rope. Boom. High and tight on the shoulders. The crowd is rumbling in Jeddah. Solo's in the corner. Sami's in the corner. Sami wants the tag. Is he going to get there? He gets there. In come... Oh, Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa just teeing off against each other. Look at these right hands. Hits the rope. Irish whip. Springboard off the bottom rope. And sends Solo over the top rope to the outside. Sami Zayn, I think he might be thinking of a dive here. Here we go. Hits the rope. Dive over the top. Bang! Like the Falcon. Falcon-like by Sami Zayn. Look at this. Blue Thunder Bomb. Cover. 2. Oh, and Solo kicks out at 2. Crowd still chanting for Sami Zayn. Look at this. Blue Thunder Bomb. Great strength by Sami Zayn. 2 and 9 attempts. Zayn was able to kick out. Look at Zayn telling Solo Sikoa to get back to his feet. Maybe Zayn is setting up for a haluva kick. We might be getting into haluva kick territory. Oh, super kick. Samoan spike. Lining up for it. Oh, kicks it out of his... Nearly kicked his thumb off. Oh, exploder into the corner. Oh, Solo landed right on his neck. Now Solo's in trouble. He's in the wrong space at the wrong time. Haluva kick right to the face of Solo. 1, 2. Oh, and Roman Reigns breaks it up. saves the match for his team. Roman talking smack to Sami. Oh, now he's just teeing off. He's not the legal man. The referee's screaming at him saying, you're not the legal man. Referee's telling him to get out. What's he going for here? He's not the legal man. Uh-oh. I thought we were getting a ref bump for a second. Oh, nearly. Goes for a spear. Oh, whoa, whoa. The referee just got speared out of his shoes. We have a ref bump, guys. It's another Roman Reigns match. Another ref bump. How many of these matches have ref bumps? There was a ref bump at WrestleMania. That's how he retained the title in the first place. We got another ref bump here. I smell shenanigans. Look at Paul Heyman's face. When isn't there a ref bump? When isn't there a ref bump in a Roman Reigns match? Oh, no. Sami Zayn's going to go for a Superman punch of his own. A Sami man punch. Ban. Superman punch by Sami. The Syrian Superman. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? He does an Umar of his own. Oh, Superman punch by Roman. Roman says, don't take the piss out of me, man. Oh, spear by Kevin Owens. No official. All hell is breaking loose. Oof. Now he's going for the announce table. Oh, both announce tables look like they're going to get cleared by Kevin Owens. What's KO thinking of here? Owens has put... Alright, there, look, it's the Usos. The Usos are here. We knew they were going to be here. Of course they're here. There's no official. Double super kick. And look, Kevin Owens is being buried under the announce desk. Double super kick territory. Sami Zayn. Oh, super kick by Jay. Another super kick by Jimmy. Oh, they accidentally super kick Solo. And Roman Reigns is back up. And look, he's furious. Roman Reigns is looking up saying, what are you doing here? What have you done? Reigns says, I told you not to be here. Reigns says, why are you here? Why are you touching me? Oh, shoved Jey Uso in the face. Shoved him again in the face. Oh! Jimmy Uso just super kicked Roman Reigns. What have you done? He just super kicked him. They're both set up. Crowd are chanting yes. Jimmy says that. Jimmy's trying to talk sense to Jay. He says, I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. Oh my God. He super kicked Roman Reigns again. What have you done? Jimmy Uso says it's me and you now. Crowd are chanting, Uso, Uso, Uso. Jay looks conflicted. They're running away. What is going on? Well, they better run and they better never come back. I think we might have a problem. They're leaving. Kevin Owens. Stunner. Stunner to Solo. Haluva kick by Sami. Cover. Referee's going to come to. There's no official. Where is 2, 3? There's a referee. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win. Well, well, well. The bloodline has collapsed. The bloodline is dead. Oh dear. Corey Graves says, what the hell have we just seen? What have they done? What did they do? Has the bloodline finally collapsed? Imploded? I mean, this story isn't over by any stretch of the imagination. Jey Uso looks like he's going to be sick. Jey Uso literally looks like he's going to vomit. Roman Reigns looks... I can't even describe it. Sami Zayn holding his titles up in the air. This was the beginning of the end. They accidentally hit Solo Sikoa. He pie faces Jay and Jimmy. Incredible. And now they're just sort of recapping events because everyone's sort of like, what has happened? What have you done? Unbelievable. Jay looked on and he was like, what have you done? What have you done, Jimmy? I mean, maybe Money in the Bank, it's Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso. We've seen Roman Reigns versus Jay. Maybe it's Roman Reigns versus Jimmy. Undisputed Universal Championship. Is the bloodline done? Is the bloodline over? Wow. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens just facing off with Roman Reigns as Roman Reigns looks bemused, I think is the best word to say it. Wow. Absolutely shocking stuff, certainly. Well, there you go, guys. Look, we will be back with a post show in just a few minutes. You don't even have to go anywhere, because once this stream ends, you'll be redirected straight there. I'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll speak for you again very soon. Appreciate you all tuning in, and wow, more drama in the Bloodline. Peace. Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.